To become truly attractive, you have to embody the type of confidence that draws others toward you, especially women. And to do that, Stoic principles offer powerful ways to cultivate the depth, self-respect, and calm that naturally make others crave your presence. Let's dive into 14 Stoic-inspired ways that will reshape how women perceive you and elevate your presence in any room you enter. First, master the art of genuine presence. When you're with a woman, be fully there, in the moment and engaged. Make eye contact, show sincere interest in what she's saying, and listen with your whole mind. Let go of distractions. She should feel like she has your full attention, like nothing else matters in that moment. This focus is rare, and it's powerful. It communicates a level of interest and respect that she won't forget. Be the person who doesn't chase validation. Most people crave approval, but a Stoic mind doesn't rely on the judgments of others for a sense of self-worth. When a woman sees that you aren't looking for her praise or admiration, she becomes curious about what drives you, what gives you confidence. This mystery is attractive. You signal that your self-worth is grounded, untouchable, and entirely independent of anyone's opinion, including hers. Embrace emotional composure. Life comes with its ups and downs, and so does any relationship. When you're steady, unshaken by minor problems or fluctuations in mood, you show her that you're reliable and grounded. Reacting calmly, even in situations where emotions run high, will not only earn her trust, but also her admiration. She'll sense that you're in control, not just of the moment, but of your own inner world. Next, be deliberate in your words. Stoic individuals think before they speak, using their words sparingly and meaningfully. When you communicate intentionally, you give weight to what you say. Avoid over-explaining yourself or using filler words. Speak clearly and with purpose, and let silences hold their own space. This makes each interaction feel like a meaningful exchange, which is refreshing and often intriguing. Work on cultivating self-respect. To be someone she craves, you must respect yourself deeply. That means setting boundaries, being clear about what you stand for, and not compromising on your values. When you are firm yet respectful, she'll notice that you know where you draw the line. It shows that you're serious about who you are and that you don't bend easily. Women admire this integrity because it makes you a person they can look up to and trust. Then focus on personal growth. Stoicism teaches us to constantly improve ourselves, not to impress others, but because it's our duty to reach our potential. Engage in habits that make you mentally and physically stronger. Read, exercise, learn new skills. Show her that you're someone who values self-betterment. This kind of dedication is irresistible. It shows that you aren't stagnant and that you'll continue to evolve. Prioritize peace over drama. Stoics don't indulge in petty arguments or meaningless conflict. When you're able to brush off drama, you show her that you prioritize your peace above all. This makes her feel at ease around you, knowing you won't engage in trivial or manipulative games. She'll find comfort in the steadiness you bring, knowing you won't add unnecessary chaos to her life. Respect her freedom. One of the most attractive qualities in a person is allowing others to be themselves without trying to control them. Don't overwhelm her with your attention or make her feel restricted. Let her know, both in words and actions, that you respect her independence. This shows that you're confident enough to give her space, and she'll appreciate the freedom she feels in your presence, leading her to value you even more. Show resilience in adversity. Life tests us, and it's in those moments that true character is revealed. When she sees that you can face challenges with courage and resilience, it makes a powerful impression. Whether it's a setback at work or a personal difficulty, your ability to handle adversity calmly and wisely shows her that you're someone she can depend on. You become someone who can weather storms without being rattled. Be disciplined about your time and commitments. A man who values his time has an aura of importance and purpose. Set boundaries with your time and don't be available every time she reaches out, not out of a desire to play games, but because you have a life you're actively living. This balance of being interested but not overly accessible creates intrigue. She'll see you as someone with goals and responsibilities, which makes your time together feel valuable. Make decisions with confidence. A Stoic man doesn't waver in his choices, nor does he overthink each decision. When you're sure of what you want, it shows a level of clarity that's highly attractive. Whether it's choosing a restaurant or planning a weekend, lead with confidence. Women find this decisiveness appealing because it shows strength of character and the ability to take charge in any situation. Practice gratitude. This might sound simple, but gratitude brings an aura of contentment that's hard to resist. When you're grateful, you're happy with what you have, and this positivity is magnetic. You won't come off as needy or desperate because you're already fulfilled. She'll sense that you don't need her to fill a void, making her feel valued rather than obligated. Respect yourself by maintaining high standards. A Stoic man does not compromise on his principles. Set your standards and stick to them, whether it's with friendships, career, or relationships. Women are drawn to men who don't settle for less than they deserve. When you value yourself, others naturally mirror that respect, including the women you attract. Finally, live by your values, not by seeking approval. Women can sense authenticity and are more drawn to a man who lives his truth rather than one who bends to fit in. Live according to what you believe. Stay committed to what is important to you and show her that you have a vision and a purpose. She'll be drawn to that sense of direction and self-assuredness because it promises stability and growth. When you embody these Stoic principles, you'll find that the qualities you've cultivated naturally make you more attractive. You won't have to chase, impress, or change yourself to draw a woman's interest. Instead, she'll be captivated by the strength, wisdom, and calm you bring, making her crave your presence in the most authentic way. When you're a man who lives with purpose and embodies these values, you stand out. You become the type of person who doesn't need validation because your self-assurance speaks for itself. This is incredibly magnetic because you're grounded. Women are naturally drawn to someone who radiates calm confidence, who doesn't sway with the opinions of others or let minor challenges disrupt his course. There's an allure to a man who lives in alignment with his principles. Let's talk about patience, another cornerstone of Stoic character. Patience is a rare quality, especially in the fast-paced world we live in today. When you approach interactions with patience, especially in relationships, it demonstrates that you're not rushing towards some end goal. You're willing to let things develop naturally at their own pace. Women appreciate the comfort that comes with not feeling pressured, and they'll sense that you're someone who values the journey as much as the outcome. When you take your time, it creates anticipation, a natural sense of attraction. Another important quality is self-awareness. Stoicism encourages us to constantly look inward and evaluate our own thoughts, actions, and motivations. This level of self-awareness is rare and very attractive. A man who understands his own mind, who reflects on his strengths and acknowledges his weaknesses, is more grounded and relatable. Women appreciate this level of honesty because it shows that you're secure enough to admit imperfection while striving to be better. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Stoic wisdom teaches us that we can't control everything, and that includes other people. When you relinquish the urge to control how a woman feels or reacts, it liberates both of you. She'll sense that you respect her freedom to feel and decide for herself, and that respect creates a bond of trust. She knows you're not manipulating or trying to engineer situations to get a specific reaction, and that authenticity stands out. Curiosity is another trait that's often overlooked but highly effective. take genuine interest in her thoughts, her passions, her dreams. A Stoic understands that everyone has something to teach, that each person's experience adds value to our own. When you listen to her with the intention of learning rather than just waiting to respond, she'll feel valued and understood. It shows that you don't see people as mere objects to achieve an end, but as individuals with depth and insight. Women find this deeply attractive because it feels genuine and creates a unique connection. Be grounded, even in moments of uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and so are relationships. A Stoic man remains calm and steady even when things don't go as planned. This steadiness reassures her that you won't be easily shaken or thrown off course by minor disagreements or misunderstandings. It shows emotional resilience, a quality that every woman finds desirable because it speaks to maturity and strength. Build a lifestyle that's fulfilling with or without someone else in it. When you have a life full of things you're passionate about, you're not dependent on a relationship to feel complete. Women are naturally drawn to someone who has a strong sense of purpose outside of romance because it shows that you're not looking to her to fill a void. You have passions, goals, and responsibilities that are important to you, and this sense of independence is magnetic. Lastly, be someone who brings a sense of calm to others. Stoicism encourages us to be a source of tranquility, not chaos. When you cultivate an inner peace, it resonates with those around you. A woman will notice that you're the kind of person who doesn't add stress to her life. Instead, your presence brings her comfort and security. This quality creates a bond that goes beyond superficial attraction. She'll crave your company, not because of any specific words or actions, but because she feels genuinely at ease and valued when she's with you. By embracing these Stoic principles, you become the kind of man who doesn't need to chase or convince. Your calm, confidence, and quiet strength will naturally draw women toward you, leaving a lasting impression that goes beyond the surface. And perhaps most importantly, you'll develop a deep sense of self-worth and fulfillment that stands strong, regardless of who comes in or out of your life. This inner fortitude is what truly makes a Stoic man irresistible. When you embody this sense of inner strength, it's not just about the presence you project. It's about becoming a force of stability and authenticity that people, especially women, are drawn to instinctively. Think of it as becoming a lighthouse in a world full of storms. Your calm, unwavering sense of purpose shines out, offering reassurance and consistency in a way that's rare and valued. Women notice this on a subtle level, sensing that you're not someone who's easily swayed or unsettled. This stability invites them to let down their guard, creating a safe space where genuine connection can flourish. Part of what makes you truly irresistible is your ability to remain detached from outcomes. When you're not fixated on achieving specific results, you bring an ease to your interactions. There's no pressure, no underlying agenda, and no feeling of trying too hard. This kind of non-attachment is incredibly appealing because it shows you're confident in the process itself. You understand that relationships, like everything else in life, ebb and flow naturally. By accepting this, you radiate a relaxed confidence that's comforting and intriguing. Women are attracted to this lightness because it feels refreshing, almost like a breath of fresh air. A key element of your attraction also lies in your depth and sense of mystery. Stoics understand that life is a continuous journey of growth, self-reflection, and personal mastery. When you're a man who quietly pursues his own growth, without needing to showcase every accomplishment, you create a sense of mystery. You're someone who's constantly evolving, learning, and becoming better, yet you don't feel the need to flaunt it. Women are intrigued by this kind of subtle confidence. It invites them to want to know more about you, about what drives you, about what's below the surface. In social settings, your calm demeanor and restrained responses make you memorable. When others might be loud, overly expressive, or trying to dominate attention, you stand out by simply being centered. This quiet confidence communicates a powerful message. You don't need to be the loudest to be noticed. Women will notice your presence in a crowd not because you're trying to be noticed, but because your energy speaks volumes. This self-assuredness is deeply attractive because it shows that you're comfortable in your own skin and don't need external validation to feel valuable. Integrity is also central to who you are. Living in accordance with your values and staying true to your principles builds a foundation of respect, both from yourself and others. When a woman observes that you're consistent in your actions, that you do what you say, and that your word holds weight, she naturally develops trust and admiration for you. This trust forms the backbone of a lasting connection because she knows you're someone she can rely on, someone who values honesty and won't compromise his integrity for convenience. Then there's the charm of humility. Stoicism encourages humility not as a show, but as a genuine understanding that we are all part of something greater than ourselves. When you're humble, you're approachable and genuine, without putting on a facade. Women appreciate this sincerity as it lets them see you as a real person rather than someone trying to prove something. This quiet humility shows that you respect others' perspectives and that you aren't arrogant or self-centered, making you approachable and deeply attractive. A lesser discussed aspect of Stoic attraction is how it encourages a man to be adaptable yet unwavering in his core. You know what you stand for, yet you're open to listening and learning. This adaptability is attractive because it shows that you're confident without being rigid. Women are drawn to men who can hold a strong perspective, but are also open to new ideas and can flow with the circumstances. It creates a sense of stability with flexibility, a rare combination that makes a man both grounded and intriguing. And in moments of vulnerability, when life brings its challenges, you show grace. Stoicism doesn't mean you're immune to emotions. It means you handle them with maturity and poise. When you can acknowledge difficulties without letting them consume you, women see that you're someone who can handle life's inevitable ups and downs with a sense of purpose and resilience. This makes you approachable on a human level, someone who is both strong and real, someone who can be deeply empathetic without losing his center. Each of these qualities, grounded in Stoic principles, creates a magnetic allure that can't be manufactured or faked. They make you a man whose presence is felt even in silence, a man who inspires trust, admiration, and a deep desire to know more. By internalizing these principles, you're not only enhancing your appeal to others, but building a foundation for a fulfilling, content, and self-assured life, one that draws others in naturally, making you the kind of person they truly crave. This attraction that you cultivate isn't based on tactics or superficial charm. It's a deep, authentic magnetism that comes from within, from being grounded in who you are and what you believe. This natural allure speaks louder than words because it's unforced and enduring. Women sense this when they're around you, an energy that's calm, confident, and inviting, yet intriguingly detached from the need for approval. This is the essence of Stoic attraction. You're there fully, yet not defined by anyone's opinions or reactions. You become someone they're drawn to, not because you seek their attention, but because your presence is a stable, peaceful force. In a world where many people chase superficial desires and temporary highs, your calm pursuit of a life of meaning, integrity, and self-mastery becomes irresistibly refreshing. Women are surrounded by people who live on the surface, easily shaken by the whims of opinion and validation. But when they encounter someone who stands as an immovable presence, who moves with purpose and clarity, it piques curiosity and respect. You're someone who doesn't bend to trends or popular opinions, but holds steady, like an anchor in a chaotic sea. This kind of presence is a rarity, and it naturally draws people in. Another powerful aspect is your sense of gratitude and inner contentment. Stoicism teaches that real happiness is internal, born from appreciating what you already have and finding satisfaction in simple things. This gratitude radiates outward, creating a positive, warm aura that others are drawn to. When a woman sees that you don't constantly want more, that you don't live in perpetual dissatisfaction, it signals that you're at peace with yourself. She senses that you're someone who brings positivity and groundedness into her life, a man who appreciates life's small moments and makes those around him feel valued and seen. Your self-discipline is another quality that subtly yet powerfully attracts. Stoicism encourages you to build habits that align with your values, and this discipline shows up in your day-to-day life. Whether it's in how you maintain your health, focus on your career, or manage your time, a woman notices when a man is committed to his own growth. She recognizes that this commitment isn't just for appearances, it's a lifestyle you embody. This discipline speaks to your character, showing that you're not ruled by impulse or external pressure, but by a steady commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. And finally, there's a quality that often goes unspoken, yet felt in every interaction: peace. Stoicism isn't about fighting the world or proving anything. It's about cultivating peace within. When you carry this peace, it becomes almost tangible to those around you. Women feel this as a kind of calmness and steadiness that sets you apart. Your peace makes them feel safe, understood, and respected. They crave this kind of presence because it's rare and offers a reprieve from the stresses and anxieties of the world. The beauty of following these Stoic principles is that they bring a kind of quiet, dignified strength. You don't need to try to be attractive. Your very essence, shaped by these timeless values, naturally draws others in. You're not playing a role or following a script to impress. You're living with purpose, with peace, and with a commitment to constant growth. This authentic embodiment of Stoicism creates an undeniable allure that speaks directly to the soul, building a foundation for genuine, lasting connection. And as you continue to grow, your presence only becomes more magnetic, more intriguing, and more deeply craved. This authentic magnetism, born from true inner peace and a commitment to self-mastery, not only draws people toward you, but also creates connections that are profoundly fulfilling. You become a man of substance, a person whose presence offers comfort, security, and intrigue. This kind of attraction isn't fleeting or shallow. It's the type that resonates on a deeper level, fostering bonds based on respect, admiration, and a shared sense of purpose. One of the most remarkable aspects of this inner development is how it shifts your entire perspective on relationships. You no longer feel the need to impress or convince. Instead, you seek genuine connections with those who appreciate you for who you are. This natural detachment from validation frees you from the pressures of typical dating dynamics, replacing them with a sense of ease and honesty. Women sense this ease. It's a refreshing contrast to the push and pull games so common today. Your approach isn't manipulative or forceful. It's open, genuine, and balanced. Living by Stoic values also nurtures an unwavering sense of patience, especially in relationships. You understand that meaningful connections take time to develop, and you're not in a rush. This patience allows her to feel comfortable, to trust the unfolding of things naturally. When you're not constantly seeking a specific outcome, it gives her room to feel safe, respected, and valued. This comfort is key because it allows her to drop her guard and show her true self, deepening the bond without pressure. Over time, these Stoic traits build a lasting impression that goes beyond appearance or initial attraction. Your discipline, integrity, and commitment to self-betterment communicate something rare and invaluable: consistency. Women admire consistency because it signifies reliability and dependability. When they observe that your character doesn't waver, that you are the same person in good times and in challenging moments, it builds a profound sense of trust. You become someone she can rely on, someone she knows won't disappear or falter when things get tough. This stability is one of the deepest forms of attraction because it speaks to the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Another effect of this inner work is that it allows you to truly celebrate her presence without attachment. Stoicism teaches the beauty of appreciating others without clinging to them, which makes your interactions rich and liberating. You enjoy the moments you share, respecting her individuality without trying to change or control her. This respect, free from possessiveness, creates a sense of freedom that deepens her affection for you. She feels valued for who she is, not for what she can bring or do for you. This freedom is intoxicating because it assures her that your connection is based on mutual respect, not dependency. And as you continue to evolve in this way, you embody the rare quality of being unshaken by circumstances. You become the type of man who finds peace in solitude, joy in simplicity, and strength in adversity. This level of self-sufficiency and resilience makes you attractive on a profound level. It shows that you're not afraid of life's unpredictability, that you're secure in yourself no matter what comes your way. Women are naturally drawn to this kind of resilience because it promises a steady, grounded presence, someone who will stand by them through life's inevitable storms. Ultimately, this path leads you to become someone whose presence is felt deeply, whose words carry weight, and whose actions speak of quiet confidence and calm resolve. You're no longer chasing attraction or approval because you've reached a place of inner fulfillment that is, in itself, captivating. You're living with purpose, guided by principles that shape your every choice and interaction. This level of self-possession and inner peace naturally draws others in, creating an attraction that isn't based on fleeting emotions or external validation, but on genuine respect, admiration, and a true appreciation for who you are. In the end, living by Stoic principles doesn't just make you more attractive, it makes you whole. You become someone who enriches the lives of those around you, who inspires trust and admiration through quiet strength, and who creates connections that are deeply meaningful. This kind of attraction is enduring, based not on surface-level traits, but on the timeless values that define you from within. It's this inner depth that makes you truly irresistibly magnetic, leaving a lasting impact on everyone fortunate enough to cross your path. This kind of attraction becomes a legacy of sorts, a steady influence that resonates far beyond fleeting charm. By embodying Stoic principles, you craft a life that others are drawn to, a life of purpose, resilience, and integrity. You move through the world with an inner compass, grounded in values rather than trends or whims. This way of being doesn't just affect how women perceive you, it impacts everyone you encounter, leaving them with a sense of respect and admiration that's hard to forget. When a woman is drawn to you, it's because she senses something rare and substantial, a man who lives his life with meaning, who is steady, calm, and content. She's intrigued not by what you have, but by who you are at your core. Stoic attraction transcends the material and delves into the essence of character, which only grows stronger with time. This kind of connection fosters a bond that's not just based on attraction, but on shared values and mutual respect. It's the kind of bond that evolves and deepens as life brings its ups and downs. The peace and balance you carry within yourself become a safe haven, a space where she feels seen and valued without expectation. Your interactions are no longer tainted by the need to impress, charm, or win her over. Instead, they are genuine moments of connection, free from any agenda. You listen without judgment, engage without control, and appreciate without attachment. This freedom in love and connection is a powerful magnet. She feels drawn to you because being with you feels like coming home. With this approach, you're not seeking her approval but offering something more precious, the gift of your authentic self, a man shaped by principle and purpose. And this kind of authenticity doesn't just attract, it transforms. You become a person who not only inspires her but also helps her see her own strength, resilience, and value. Your presence reminds her of the beauty of self-respect and the power of living with intention. Every interaction, every glance, every moment spent in this way builds a foundation for a connection that's not just strong, but timeless. You become more than just a fleeting figure in her life. You become a source of inspiration, a reminder of what it means to live with depth and purpose. This is what makes Stoic attraction so powerful. It's not about momentary allure, but about creating an enduring presence that speaks to the heart and soul. As you continue on this path, you'll find that the fulfillment you gain from living with such integrity and peace outweighs any need for external validation. The relationships you form will be reflections of this fulfillment, bringing depth and authenticity into your life. In this way, you cultivate a form of attraction that goes beyond the superficial, a kind that leaves a lasting mark, not only on others, but on your own journey as well. By living with calm, confidence, and a quiet resolve, you leave an impression that endures, building a legacy of respect, admiration, and deep connection. This is the true power of Stoic attraction. It's an influence that lingers, one that shapes not just how others see you, but how you experience your own life. It's the kind of allure that creates memories, builds bonds, and inspires a love that transcends the moment, lasting well into the future. As you embody this Stoic allure, you create a presence that becomes unforgettable, weaving itself into the memories of those you meet. Your actions, words, and even your silence carry a profound weight, leaving an impression that others can't quite shake off. It's not a flashy or exaggerated charm. It's subtle, understated, yet deeply moving. Women especially feel this magnetism because in a world that often rewards the loudest and most attention-seeking, you offer something far more genuine and enduring. With this grounded energy, you don't seek to fill every moment with conversation or entertainment. You're comfortable with pauses, with allowing space for contemplation, and with simply existing in the moment. This creates a quiet confidence that's rare. Women feel safe and drawn in, sensing that they don't have to perform or impress you. They can be themselves, knowing you'll listen and appreciate them for who they are. This acceptance fosters trust, which is the foundation of any meaningful connection. Moreover, the stability you bring acts as an anchor. When life's inevitable challenges arise, your calm and collected demeanor offers a sense of security that's invaluable. Women admire a man who doesn't lose himself in chaos, but instead meets it with a steady hand and a clear mind. This resilience communicates that you're a partner they can rely on, someone who doesn't shy away from difficulty, but rather embraces it with wisdom and poise. This kind of inner strength isn't just attractive, it's profoundly comforting. Another essential part of this Stoic attraction is your ability to celebrate life's beauty in its simplest forms. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate what we have now rather than constantly chase the next best thing. When you live in gratitude, finding joy in the everyday and meaning in the mundane, you bring an infectious lightness to those around you. Women feel this joy and appreciate that you're someone who doesn't depend on extravagance to find happiness. They're drawn to your grounded contentment, sensing that life with you would be fulfilling not because of material excess, but because of the richness you bring to simple, shared moments. The depth of this connection extends beyond romance. It's an influence that enhances every relationship in your life. Friends, family, and colleagues sense this same presence and reliability in you. Women especially find this consistency refreshing because it's rare to find someone whose character is unwavering, regardless of external circumstances. This consistency builds a reputation of reliability, and over time, people associate you with a sense of peace and trustworthiness. In a world of quick fixes and fleeting promises, you become a rare figure of authenticity. Lastly, you become someone who doesn't just pass through people's lives. You leave a legacy of respect, integrity, and inspiration. Women remember you not just as someone they felt drawn to, but as someone who challenged them to grow, to appreciate life's simplicity, and to seek purpose. They remember you as a person who helped them see their own worth and potential. This kind of impact is profound, lasting well beyond your time with them, and inspiring them to pursue their own journey with similar clarity and strength. The attraction you build through Stoic principles is ultimately a gift to yourself as much as it is to others. It brings fulfillment, peace, and meaning to your life, attracting others to you in a way that's timeless and deeply resonant. By embodying these principles, you become the kind of person who not only draws others close, but also elevates them, creating connections that are as rich and enduring as the values you live by. This is Stoic attraction at its highest form, a way of being that's quietly powerful, endlessly intriguing, and profoundly meaningful. As you continue down this path of Stoic mastery, your life becomes a testament to the power of living with purpose and resilience. This approach to life not only enhances your relationships, but also transforms how you navigate every experience. You become the type of person who inspires, not because you seek recognition, but because you embody qualities that people inherently admire. Women, in particular, are drawn to this inner stability because it radiates strength and trustworthiness, two qualities that are rare and deeply desirable. In moments of difficulty or conflict, your steadiness becomes a source of comfort. Stoicism teaches you not to react impulsively, but to consider situations from a place of calm reflection. This patience allows you to respond rather than react, showing maturity and self-control that naturally commands respect. Women find this level-headedness highly attractive because it signals that you're not ruled by your emotions, but are in control of your own responses. It shows that you're dependable, someone who can handle the ebb and flow of life's challenges with grace. Living with such calm assurance also frees you from the superficial pressures that often affect others. You're not swayed by trends, fads, or the need to fit in because you understand that true happiness comes from alignment with your values. This authenticity is magnetic. It makes you stand out as a man who is unapologetically himself, who doesn't mold himself to fit anyone else's expectations. Women sense that you're not influenced by the opinions of others, and this makes them curious, even captivated. Your individuality, combined with inner strength, creates an aura of mystery that leaves a lasting impression. Your self-sufficiency is another trait that quietly attracts. Stoicism emphasizes cultivating inner fulfillment, so you're not dependent on external factors to feel complete. This independence means that you bring joy and positivity to relationships without placing the burden of your happiness on anyone else. You're with her because you choose to be, not because you need her to feel whole. This independence is powerful. It allows for a relationship that is based on mutual respect and companionship rather than need or dependency. And as you grow in this Stoic journey, your compassion deepens. Stoicism doesn't mean you're emotionless. It means you understand and empathize without becoming overwhelmed. Women appreciate a man who can listen deeply, offer support, and truly care without becoming enmeshed in drama. Your compassion, balanced by your own emotional stability, creates a bond of trust and safety. She feels valued and understood, knowing that you can offer support without losing your own sense of self. This balance creates a relationship where both of you can thrive individually while deeply respecting and supporting each other. Your presence becomes an invitation to authenticity. When others see that you live with honesty and integrity, they feel encouraged to be true to themselves as well. Women find this empowering. It makes them feel safe to express their real thoughts, dreams, and even fears without fear of judgment. You become a confidant, someone they can trust implicitly, which deepens their attraction. This invitation to vulnerability, balanced with strength, is rare and deeply magnetic because it fosters a connection rooted in acceptance and mutual growth. This path also brings you an inner peace that's palpable, a tranquility that others sense and feel drawn to. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from accepting what we can't control. And as you master this, you radiate a calm that becomes a safe harbor for others. Women especially are captivated by a man who can remain serene in a world full of noise and chaos. Your calm presence invites them into a space of peace, something they crave deeply and rarely find. This aura of serenity and stability becomes a signature of who you are, a quiet confidence that leaves a profound impact. Over time, your life becomes a living example of Stoic principles, and this naturally inspires those around you to consider their own paths, including women who are drawn to you. They sense that being with you is a journey into self-discovery and growth, a rare and priceless experience. You aren't just a temporary presence. You become a guiding influence, someone they'll think of when they seek strength or direction. This influence endures, leaving an imprint on their lives that they'll carry forward long after your paths may part. Ultimately, the attraction you cultivate through Stoic principles is more than just surface-level interest. It's a profound resonance that speaks to the depths of the soul. It creates a connection that's lasting, rooted in respect, admiration, and shared purpose. This is the gift of Stoic mastery. Not only does it transform your own life, but it also draws others toward you in a way that's both inspiring and timeless, creating bonds that are as strong and enduring as the principles you live by. This path of Stoic attraction leaves a lasting legacy, one that impacts not only the people in your life, but also how you experience the world itself. As you live out these values, you'll find that the relationships you build are naturally more fulfilling, balanced, and resilient. This isn't an attraction built on fleeting excitement or charm. It's a deeply rooted connection founded on respect, understanding, and trust. When a woman is drawn to you, it's because she recognizes in you the kind of strength, peace, and authenticity that so many strive to find within themselves. One of the most profound effects of Stoicism on attraction is the sense of liberation it brings. By embracing your own path without needing approval or validation, you also grant this freedom to others. She feels free to express herself genuinely, to explore her own identity, and to evolve without fear of judgment. This freedom fosters a unique type of bond, one where you're both growing as individuals while mutually supporting each other's journeys. This openness and independence create a dynamic that's not only deeply satisfying, but rare. She senses that you don't seek to control or mold her. You're simply there, accepting her as she is. This level of acceptance makes her feel valued on a profound level, allowing her to feel safe in showing her true self. Furthermore, your inner tranquility becomes a stabilizing force in her life. As she witnesses your unshakable nature, she realizes that with you, there is no need for games or pretenses. Your presence is calming, and it invites her to leave behind any anxieties or doubts that might arise in other relationships. Your calm and collected demeanor becomes her refuge, a place where she can relax, knowing she's with someone who is steadfast and unwavering. This stability isn't just appealing, it's transformative. It encourages her to find her own peace, inspired by the example you set, and together you create an environment where trust and security naturally flourish. In your approach to life's inevitable setbacks, you reveal yet another captivating aspect of Stoic attraction: resilience. When you face challenges with patience, perspective, and acceptance, you show that you're someone who doesn't crumble under pressure. She notices that you're equipped to handle adversity with grace, which speaks volumes about your inner strength. Women admire this resilience deeply because it shows that you're a man who can be counted on, someone who will remain stable through life's uncertainties. It reassures her that no matter what trials may come, you won't waver or falter. This quiet confidence in the face of hardship not only commands respect, but also builds a sense of security that's rare and invaluable. Your journey of self-improvement, guided by Stoic principles, also makes you a source of inspiration. By continually striving to better yourself, not to impress, but because it aligns with your values, you naturally inspire those around you to reflect on their own paths. Women find this dedication attractive because it signifies that you're someone who values growth and evolution. This commitment to betterment encourages her to pursue her own aspirations and evolve alongside you. You're not just a partner or companion, you become a mentor, a source of strength and motivation that uplifts her to reach her own potential. This shared journey of growth enriches your bond, making it far more than a simple connection. It becomes a shared adventure towards self-mastery. At the core, Stoic attraction is about building an inner sanctuary, a place of stability, peace, and purpose that others naturally want to be a part of. As you continue to embody these values, you cultivate a life of quiet strength and dignity. You're not striving to be noticed or admired. Rather, you're grounded in your own path, which paradoxically makes you all the more magnetic. This self-sufficiency and independence are powerful draws because they signal that you're not here to fill a void or seek validation. You're a whole, fulfilled person, offering companionship as a choice, not a need. In the end, the relationships and connections you build through this Stoic journey are deeper, more genuine, and truly meaningful. They aren't defined by fleeting attraction or superficial appeal, but by a shared respect and understanding that transcend the ordinary. You become a man of substance, someone whose influence lingers in the lives of those you meet, leaving them better, more grounded, and perhaps even inspired to walk a similar path. This is the true power of Stoic attraction. It's a legacy of character, integrity, and peace that endures far beyond your presence, resonating as a quiet, powerful force in the lives of others. As you delve further into this Stoic way of being, the connections you form are enriched by a rare and timeless depth. You're no longer simply passing through relationships, but creating lasting impressions that impact others on a profound level. Women especially are drawn not just to the stability you offer, but to the sense of purpose that radiates from within you. This purpose is unshaken by external influences, and it sends a powerful message. You're a man who knows himself, who doesn't waver in his principles, and who is devoted to something greater than fleeting pleasures or shallow pursuits. This kind of presence is a magnetic force, one that stands apart in a world often swayed by trends and transient desires. With Stoic wisdom as your guide, you don't approach relationships with expectations or demands. Instead, you let connections unfold naturally, allowing room for true understanding and mutual respect. This patience and openness are incredibly appealing, as they demonstrate a willingness to truly know another person without rushing to conclusions or imposing expectations. Women appreciate this space you provide because it lets them feel seen and valued as they are. You're not looking to mold anyone into an ideal or rush toward a predetermined outcome. You're there to discover, explore, and share moments without pressure. This sense of freedom within connection makes your presence feel expansive, a breath of fresh air in relationships that are often bogged down by expectations. You also embody a level of humility that draws people in. Stoicism encourages self-reflection and an understanding that we're all constantly learning and evolving. By acknowledging your own limitations and approaching life with a student's mindset, you demonstrate humility. This makes you approachable and authentic, a person with depth but without ego. Women find this quality deeply attractive because it shows that you're grounded, willing to listen, and open to growth. You're not trying to appear flawless or invincible. Instead, you recognize that strength lies in continuous learning and self-improvement. This humility disarms any guardedness, allowing a deeper, more genuine connection to develop. Through all of this, you cultivate an inner peace that becomes the hallmark of your presence. Stoicism teaches us that peace comes not from controlling the world around us, but from accepting it. When you internalize this, you become a beacon of tranquility in the midst of life's chaos. Women are naturally drawn to this peace because it's rare to find someone who is truly comfortable with life's unpredictability. Your calm resilience offers a sanctuary from the anxieties and stresses of modern life, a safe space where she can let her guard down and simply be herself. This level of calmness and acceptance isn't just attractive, it's transformative, inspiring her to seek that same peace within herself. And over time, the influence you have on others, on the women you meet, the friends you keep, the people you work with, extends far beyond initial impressions. You become known as someone who lives with purpose, compassion, and an unshakable sense of self. This reputation follows you, building trust and admiration that only grows with time. Women in particular will remember the way you made them feel, seen, valued, and respected. Even if your paths diverge, the impact of your presence lingers, leaving them with a lasting impression of what it means to be truly grounded, respectful, and self-assured. As you continue on this journey, you realize that Stoic attraction is about creating a life filled with meaning and integrity, one that draws others not out of need, but from genuine alignment. You're no longer dependent on relationships for a sense of worth or happiness. Instead, you bring fulfillment into each connection, making it richer and more rewarding. This approach not only enhances your relationships, but also cultivates a legacy of respect, peace, and inspiration that will last beyond your lifetime. In the end, Stoic attraction is about being a lighthouse in a world often clouded by confusion and noise. Your steady presence offers clarity and purpose, inviting others to join you on a path of growth, reflection, and genuine connection. This is the true beauty of Stoic mastery. It empowers you to create bonds that are as profound as they are enduring, offering a source of strength and inspiration to everyone fortunate enough to be part of your journey. As you walk this path, your life becomes a testament to the profound power of authenticity and inner peace. Each interaction, each connection, each relationship reflects the quiet strength you cultivate within. You're no longer focused on how others perceive you. Instead, you're driven by a commitment to live in alignment with your principles. This commitment creates a natural gravity, pulling others toward you without effort or manipulation. Women especially are captivated by this sense of authenticity, a rare quality in a world where so many strive to meet superficial standards. In you, they find a refreshing presence, someone who is consistent, self-assured, and deeply rooted. Your ability to offer stability without needing to possess or control gives others a profound sense of freedom. In your presence, people feel safe to be themselves because they know they're not being judged or analyzed. This acceptance fosters a level of trust and intimacy that's rare and deeply cherished. Women feel empowered in your presence, encouraged to explore their own depths, share their authentic selves, and let go of insecurities. This isn't because you're filling a void for them, but because you're inspiring them to embrace their own strengths and values, just as you have done. This dynamic creates a relationship that thrives not on dependency, but on mutual growth and respect. What's especially remarkable about this way of being is that it leaves a positive mark on everyone you encounter. Whether a relationship is romantic, friendly, or professional, people remember the way you made them feel, at ease, respected, and inspired. This lasting influence is one of the greatest gifts of Stoic attraction. Women, in particular, carry memories of this calm, unwavering presence that allowed them to feel valued for who they truly are. It becomes a benchmark in their lives, a reminder that meaningful connection doesn't require performance or pretense. This memory of genuine respect and admiration becomes a part of their journey, guiding them toward relationships and experiences that resonate with the same depth. With this influence, your relationships transcend the usual ups and downs. Challenges arise as they do in any connection, but your resilience and calm approach offer a steady foundation. Instead of reacting impulsively, you're able to meet each situation with wisdom and perspective, bringing clarity and compassion to moments of conflict. This approach deepens the bond and teaches those around you the beauty of patience, understanding, and mutual respect. You're not only strengthening your connection, but also demonstrating the powerful impact of Stoic principles in real time, inspiring others to adopt these qualities themselves. As you continue to embody this Stoic way of life, your inner peace and sense of purpose become the legacy you share with others. You realize that attraction isn't about immediate chemistry or fleeting passion. It's about creating a resonance that endures, rooted in respect and a shared journey of self-discovery. The relationships you build become timeless, defined by the quiet depth and authenticity you bring. Women, friends, and colleagues alike are drawn to this lasting presence, finding in you a steady reminder of what it means to live with purpose and integrity. In this way, Stoic attraction becomes a profound gift you give not just to others, but to yourself. Your relationships bring fulfillment, joy, and mutual growth without compromising your principles or values. The bonds you form enrich your life, creating a network of genuine connections that lift you higher while grounding you in your purpose. This life of authenticity and resilience, guided by Stoic wisdom, becomes your lasting legacy. A life lived with meaning, a path that others are inspired to follow, and an attraction that resonates deeply in the hearts and minds of everyone fortunate enough to experience it. This journey of Stoic attraction culminates in a life of depth, meaning, and fulfillment that resonates far beyond the boundaries of individual relationships. You're building a legacy that's rooted not in fleeting connections, but in values that uplift and inspire others. Your presence becomes a guiding light for those around you, a steady, peaceful influence that others turn to, not only for companionship, but for guidance, reassurance, and strength. Women in particular remember you as someone who brought clarity and authenticity into their lives, someone who showed them the value of a grounded connection that doesn't demand or impose, but simply is. This memory becomes a source of strength and self-respect in their own journeys. As you deepen this path, you notice that the relationships you attract evolve naturally toward greater harmony and mutual respect. You're no longer bound by societal pressures or superficial measures of success. Instead, you're drawn to people who share your commitment to growth and integrity. Your interactions are no longer tainted by hidden agendas or unmet needs. Instead, they are filled with moments of genuine presence where each person is valued for their true self. This authentic way of relating nurtures bonds that are rich, meaningful, and transformative. Through your commitment to these Stoic principles, you're cultivating a life filled with a quiet joy that's both powerful and enduring. This joy is not dependent on others or on external circumstances. It stems from a deep appreciation for each moment, each connection, and each opportunity to grow. Women, as well as friends and colleagues, are drawn to this contentment because it is rare, a source of true happiness that doesn't fade with time. In a world where many chase after instant gratification, your sense of fulfillment becomes a living example of what it means to be truly satisfied. And as you continue to grow, your inner peace and resilience become more than just personal qualities. They become the foundation of a life that inspires others to seek the same for themselves. You're not only attracting others, you're showing them a different way of living, one that is less reactive, more thoughtful, and filled with purpose. Women find this especially powerful, as it reassures them that genuine connection is possible. A connection that doesn't require constant validation or approval, but rests on a foundation of shared respect and mutual growth. In time, you'll look back on the relationships you've built and the lives you've touched, realizing that each interaction, each moment of calm presence has contributed to a legacy of integrity, wisdom, and peace. This legacy is one of the greatest achievements you can attain, an attraction that transcends time, that's not based on superficial qualities, but on the timeless virtues of patience, humility, and inner strength. So this journey of Stoic attraction becomes more than just a way to connect with others. It's a way of living that enriches your life, leaves a lasting impression, and brings value to everyone who crosses your path. This life of authenticity, purpose, and quiet strength is, in essence, the ultimate expression of Stoic wisdom. A way to live that is both deeply fulfilling for yourself and powerfully impactful for those around you. It's a life lived with purpose, a life that draws others to you naturally, and a life that ultimately leaves a legacy of peace, respect, and profound connection. Continuing this journey of Stoic attraction, you begin to see that your influence extends beyond the immediate people in your life. It ripples out, affecting not only friends, partners, and family, but also strangers who feel the impact of your presence. This is the essence of living with a grounded purpose. Your actions, your words, and even your silence become a beacon of stability in a world often filled with noise and fleeting distractions. You embody a calm strength that becomes a reminder of the possibility of true inner peace, drawing others to you in ways that go beyond attraction. This resonance isn't born from any form of manipulation or superficial charm. It's a natural consequence of living in alignment with principles that are as ancient as they are timeless. Your relationships evolve into something more profound than mere companionship. They become partnerships of growth and mutual respect, free from the insecurities and uncertainties that plague so many connections. The women you attract notice the difference in you immediately. There's a calm, unspoken confidence that reassures them. It's the assurance of a man who doesn't need anything from them to feel whole, who isn't relying on validation or approval, but simply values the connection for what it is. This level of self-sufficiency allows the bond to grow freely, with both people contributing to its depth and strength, and experiencing a relationship that's as fulfilling as it is liberating. This freedom in connection is empowering for everyone involved. When a woman realizes that she's valued not as an extension of your self-worth, but as a partner in her own right, she feels both respected and cherished. She senses that she doesn't have to change herself to fit into your world, nor does she need to perform or conform to expectations. Instead, she feels seen and accepted for who she truly is, which in turn allows her to embrace her own strengths and individuality. This dynamic of mutual respect creates a relationship that transcends surface-level attraction. It builds a foundation of shared values and aspirations, making each moment spent together deeply meaningful. Your impact, however, goes beyond romantic relationships. Friends and colleagues are drawn to your consistency, your calm under pressure, and your ability to listen without judgment. You become a person they turn to for perspective, advice, and even just a moment of genuine connection. This is the gift of Stoic attraction. It makes you a trusted presence, someone who not only inspires confidence, but also brings out the best in others. They see in you an example of someone who handles life's challenges with grace and courage, someone who is both strong and compassionate. They feel uplifted in your presence, sensing that you're not swayed by trivial concerns or momentary distractions, but guided by a deeper sense of purpose and integrity. In times of difficulty, your resilience and calm serve as a reminder that adversity can be faced with dignity. Rather than reacting impulsively, you approach challenges thoughtfully, with a measured response that often diffuses tension and brings clarity to otherwise stressful situations. Women, especially, are drawn to this calm resolve, recognizing that you're not a man who is easily shaken or derailed by circumstances. Your ability to remain centered and composed under pressure communicates that you're someone who can be relied upon, not just in easy moments, but through life's inevitable storms. This quality builds trust, and it leaves a lasting impression on those who witness it, reminding them of the strength that can come from within. Living in alignment with Stoic principles also means embracing a life of continuous growth. You're committed to self-reflection, to learning from every experience, and to evolving in ways that enhance your character and wisdom. This dedication to personal growth is attractive in ways that go beyond the physical. It shows that you're a man with depth, a man who is constantly striving to become the best version of himself. Women find this inspiring because it signals that you're not content to remain static. You're on a journey, not to impress others, but because you value the pursuit of wisdom and the fulfillment that comes from genuine progress. This pursuit makes you more than just a partner or a friend. It makes you a source of motivation and inspiration. As you embody these values, you also begin to appreciate the beauty of simplicity. Stoicism teaches us to find joy and contentment in what we have, to recognize the richness of life in the ordinary. This appreciation brings a lightness to your presence that others feel immediately. In a world often focused on excess and material pursuits, your contentment with simplicity is both refreshing and contagious. Women especially find this incredibly appealing because it signals that you're not driven by a need for more or by an endless pursuit of external validation. Your happiness is self-contained, rooted in a deep appreciation for the present moment and all it holds. This mindset fosters an atmosphere of calm and gratitude, making your company feel like a respite from the demands and pressures of modern life. In the years to come, the legacy you build through these Stoic principles will be remembered and cherished by those whose lives you touch. Women will look back on their time with you as a period of growth and self-discovery, a time when they felt empowered, valued, and inspired. Friends and colleagues will carry forward the lessons of calm, resilience, and integrity that you brought into their lives. This impact is one that transcends time. It's a form of attraction that endures even when you're no longer physically present. It's the legacy of a life well lived, a life guided by principles that uplifted not only yourself, but everyone fortunate enough to know you. And ultimately, this journey of Stoic attraction is about far more than drawing others to you. It's about creating a life that is rich, fulfilled and purposeful. It's about embodying a form of masculinity that is both strong and compassionate, wise yet humble. It's about building connections that are rooted in authenticity and mutual respect, relationships that are as deep as they are enriching. And in this way, Stoic attraction becomes the ultimate expression of who you are, a man of integrity, a man of peace, and a man whose very presence leaves a legacy that resonates in the hearts and minds of those you encounter long after you're gone. As you move forward on this Stoic path, you realize that the true essence of attraction lies not in outward appearance or performative charm, but in the quiet, unshakable strength of character that others sense and admire. Each day, each decision, each interaction becomes an opportunity to deepen this integrity. You become more than a companion, more than a mentor, more than a friend. You become a presence that inspires, a grounding force that others turn to as a reminder of what it means to live with purpose and calm. Your relationships evolve to a level that's both profound and enduring. You don't just share fleeting moments or casual connections. Instead, you foster relationships that are grounded in trust, mutual respect, and a genuine desire to support each other's growth. When a woman interacts with you, she experiences a connection free from possessiveness or pressure. She feels liberated, valued for who she is, and encouraged to embrace her own journey. This dynamic creates an attraction that isn't based on need or dependency, but on a shared commitment to living authentically. With this level of emotional independence, you offer something truly rare in today's world, a relationship where each person is complete within themselves, coming together not out of a need to fill a void, but to share life's richness. Women find this empowering. They are drawn to the security that comes from knowing you are with them by choice, not out of necessity. This creates a lasting bond, a relationship that evolves and strengthens with time, grounded in a respect that only deepens as you both continue to grow. In every part of your life, this Stoic attraction becomes a signature quality, one that defines your interactions and how others perceive you. Friends are drawn to your level-headedness and resilience. Colleagues respect your unwavering ethics and focus, and family members feel at ease around you, knowing you are a source of wisdom and comfort. Women, especially, are captivated by this quiet confidence, sensing that you are a person who brings peace and assurance to those around you. Your presence becomes a touchstone of calm in a world full of haste, a reminder that stability, strength, and kindness can coexist beautifully. Living this way also brings a sense of contentment that's visible to everyone around you. Stoicism teaches that true happiness is found within, that fulfillment comes not from material possessions or external praise, but from a life lived in alignment with one's values. When you embody this principle, you exude a natural warmth and positivity that others find irresistible. Women are drawn to this because they sense that you are someone who knows how to find joy in simplicity, to appreciate life's everyday beauty without always seeking more. This calm, centered happiness is a rare gift, one that inspires those around you to find peace within themselves as well. Your life becomes a testament to resilience, a quiet, enduring strength that others respect and admire. When you face setbacks or difficulties, you don't view them as defeats, but as opportunities to learn and grow. This approach to adversity, grounded in the wisdom of Stoic principles, sets an example that people, especially women, find deeply inspiring. They see that you are not defined by the challenges you face, but by how you respond to them. Your calm and courage in the face of hardship leave a powerful impression, showing that true strength isn't loud or boastful, but steady and dignified. As the years pass, you'll see the legacy of these choices reflected in the lives you've touched. Women, friends, and even acquaintances will look back on their time with you as a chapter that inspired them, one that helped them understand the beauty of resilience, authenticity, and self-respect. This impact becomes part of their own journey, a source of strength they carry forward, knowing that they once knew a person who embodied these rare qualities. This influence is a form of attraction that doesn't fade with time. It's a resonance that stays with people, a reminder that living with purpose creates a lasting legacy. In your later years, you'll look back on this Stoic journey with a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. You'll recognize that the true gift of attraction was never about drawing others to you, but about becoming a person of integrity and depth, a person who leaves a mark not through words or charisma, but through a quiet, genuine presence. This is the ultimate reward of living by Stoic principles, a life that is both richly fulfilling for yourself and deeply meaningful to others, a life that continues to inspire long after your physical presence has passed. The legacy you build through Stoic attraction isn't just about relationships, it's about creating a life that embodies wisdom, compassion, and strength. It's about living in such a way that others are drawn to the example you set, finding inspiration to pursue their own path with greater courage and authenticity. This is the power of true attraction, the ability to influence, uplift, and create a ripple effect of goodness in the lives of everyone you touch. And in this way, your life becomes a beacon, a guiding light for others, a testament to the enduring impact of a life lived with purpose, resilience, and unwavering authenticity. In living this Stoic path, your legacy becomes one of profound influence and quiet strength, a testament to the impact of a life led by principles over fleeting desires. With each step, you're creating a ripple that extends far beyond your own experiences, touching lives in ways you may never fully know. People remember you not for grand gestures, but for the steady presence, the unspoken confidence, and the kindness that became synonymous with who you are. This is the beauty of Stoic attraction. It leaves an imprint on the soul, a reminder of the beauty and strength of inner peace, humility, and purpose. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to share this presence, even in the smallest ways. The calmness you bring into a conversation, the thoughtfulness in your words, and the patience with which you listen. All these subtleties communicate to others that they are in the presence of someone who values depth over surface, substance over appearance. Women sense this naturally, feeling not only appreciated, but truly understood. This depth of understanding builds a connection that goes beyond attraction. It resonates on a level of shared humanity and respect, where both of you are seen for who you genuinely are. It's this level of connection that becomes truly unforgettable, that leaves a lasting warmth and trust even as time moves forward. In moments of adversity, your resilience shines as a reminder to others that hardship is not to be feared, but embraced as a path to growth. Stoicism has taught you to accept that difficulties are part of life's journey, and that true strength comes from facing them with grace. This courage is contagious. It reassures others that they too can face their own challenges with resilience and perspective. Women especially feel safe in the presence of a man who doesn't crumble under pressure, who faces adversity with dignity and wisdom. This inner strength builds a profound sense of respect and admiration, one that deepens any relationship by infusing it with trust and stability. As the years unfold, you become known as a person who brought meaning to the lives around you. You're not remembered for superficial traits, but for the way you made others feel valued, seen, and respected. Friends carry forward the lessons of patience, kindness, and strength you embodied. Family members recall the calmness you brought to challenging times. Women remember you as a man who inspired them to look deeper, to seek out relationships that nourish their soul rather than just their ego. This legacy is rare because it's built not on words or charm, but on the integrity of your actions, the consistency of your character, and the steady kindness of your heart. You find that the path of Stoic attraction is ultimately a journey toward true fulfillment. You live in harmony with your values, aware that your happiness is independent of others' opinions and that your peace is rooted in a life lived with purpose. This self-sufficiency is not isolating, it's liberating. It allows you to engage with others authentically, to give freely without expectation, and to connect deeply without attachment. Women are drawn to this wholeness, sensing that your fulfillment doesn't hinge on their presence, but that you are open to sharing the beauty of life with them in its most genuine form. This creates a partnership that's not about completing one another, but about complementing each other's journey in a way that is both enriching and freeing. Through these principles, you're shaping not just relationships, but the very quality of your life. Each choice, each moment, each connection reinforces the life of meaning you are creating. You become a person who finds joy in the present, who doesn't cling to outcomes, and who cherishes the simple beauty of each day. This outlook makes your presence a gift to those around you, bringing lightness and depth into their lives. It's not about grand gestures or dramatic displays. It's about a consistent, steady presence that reminds others of the strength, resilience, and beauty within themselves. As the years pass, you come to understand that this legacy of Stoic attraction is not something that fades. It becomes part of the collective memory of everyone who knew you, an enduring reminder of a life lived with integrity and purpose. You realize that the most powerful form of attraction is not one that seeks attention, but one that draws people to a higher way of being, that inspires others to find their own inner peace and resilience. Women, friends, and family carry your influence forward, finding in your example the courage to pursue their own lives with authenticity and strength. In the end, your journey is a testament to the lasting impact of living with intention. You've become a person who not only attracts others, but elevates them, who leaves behind a legacy of peace, wisdom, and kindness. This is the ultimate achievement of Stoic attraction, not in capturing attention, but in creating a resonance that inspires others long after you're gone. Your life becomes a beacon, a guiding light for those who seek to live deeply, authentically, and with unwavering integrity. And in that, you find the true essence of attraction, a presence that endures, a life that speaks to the soul, and a legacy that forever uplifts those who were fortunate enough to experience it. As you walk further along this Stoic path, your life continues to evolve into a profound narrative of influence, character, and inner peace. Each day becomes a reflection of the principles that guide you, a life that quietly exemplifies the impact of steady commitment to personal growth, compassion, and resilience. The ripple effects of this commitment reach beyond what you can see, creating an invisible thread that connects you to everyone whose lives you've touched. In this way, you become a living embodiment of Stoic values, a rare blend of strength and humility that others find both reassuring and inspiring. This journey of Stoic attraction transforms the way people experience you. They see someone who is deeply anchored, whose emotions and responses aren't dictated by external events or fleeting opinions. You aren't swayed by trends or the need for constant validation. Instead, you project a sense of permanence, of being rooted in something timeless. Women especially feel drawn to this quality because it's uncommon in a world often driven by short-term desires and shifting identities. They sense that you are someone whose character they can rely on, someone who won't shift based on external pressures, but will remain grounded and true to himself. Your presence becomes a source of quiet power, a calm amidst the noise, a steady light that others can depend on. This reliability, this consistent strength makes you a safe harbor for those who encounter you. Friends and partners alike feel they can be vulnerable with you, knowing that you won't judge or exploit their openness. You listen deeply, respond thoughtfully, and offer perspective without trying to control or fix. This gentle strength is rare and magnetic because it shows a depth of empathy that isn't overbearing. It's supportive, allowing others to explore their own thoughts and emotions without feeling pressured. The relationships you build are defined by this authenticity and respect. You no longer need to seek validation because your self-worth is grounded in something internal, a steady compass aligned with your values. Women appreciate this self-assuredness because it communicates that you're not with them out of need, but out of choice. This allows them to feel valued for who they truly are, not for any role they might play in your life. The connection becomes one of freedom and shared growth, where both people feel seen, respected, and encouraged to be themselves. This kind of attraction creates bonds that are as enriching as they are liberating, providing a space where both people can thrive. As you continue on this path, your approach to life becomes a natural inspiration for others. The people around you feel encouraged by your quiet courage, your ability to face challenges with calm acceptance, and your unwavering sense of self. In difficult moments, they see a person who doesn't panic, who doesn't let adversity shake his foundation. Your response to life's ups and downs sets an example, showing that resilience doesn't mean being immune to hardship, but handling it with dignity and grace. Women especially find this quality deeply attractive, sensing that you're someone who can weather life's storms with them, not by avoiding challenges, but by facing them together with strength and composure. Your dedication to self-improvement, not for external approval, but as a commitment to your own growth, is a powerful form of attraction that goes beyond the physical. It shows that you value evolution, that you're not stagnant but always striving to be better. This inspires others to reflect on their own paths, to pursue growth that's meaningful and fulfilling. Women find this particularly appealing as they see in you a person who will evolve alongside them, who values personal progress and brings that same spirit to the relationship. You become not just a partner, but a motivator, a catalyst for their own self-discovery and aspirations. This quiet confidence in your own path brings an undeniable contentment, a sense of joy that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Stoicism teaches that true happiness is found within, and as you embody this principle, you become a reminder to others that contentment isn't something to be pursued externally, but cultivated internally. Women are drawn to this joy because it's rare to meet someone whose happiness isn't tied to material success or fleeting achievements. Your peace with yourself, your gratitude for the present moment becomes a refreshing contrast to the constant chase for more, and it inspires those around you to seek their own sources of inner peace. Over time, the legacy you create becomes woven into the memories and lives of those around you. Women, friends, and family will look back on their time with you and remember not just what you did or said, but the calm and strength you brought into their lives. This influence becomes a quiet force that they carry forward, a reminder of what it feels like to be seen, respected, and valued. It becomes a benchmark, showing them that relationships can be a place of mutual growth and self-discovery rather than dependency or insecurity. This legacy of inner peace, wisdom, and strength becomes part of their lives, a steady influence that helps them seek and create relationships with the same depth. As the years go by, you realize that the true essence of Stoic attraction is not about seeking to draw others to you, but about embodying qualities that naturally elevate everyone around you. You become a lighthouse, a source of clarity and calm in a world that often feels chaotic. People remember the way you made them feel, the way your presence encouraged them to become more authentic, more grounded, more resilient. This is an attraction that transcends physical appearance or charm. It's an attraction of the soul, a resonance that reaches beyond words and actions to touch the core of who they are. Ultimately, this journey of Stoic attraction is a path of becoming, not just becoming more attractive, but becoming someone whose life enriches the lives of others. It's a process of embodying values that leave a legacy of kindness, resilience, and purpose. Women remember you as someone who saw them as they truly were, who inspired them to live more authentically and face their own lives with courage. Friends and family remember you as a source of peace, a steady presence that brought light into their lives. This legacy is the ultimate expression of Stoic wisdom, a life lived in such alignment with one's values that it becomes a source of strength and inspiration for everyone it touches. In the end, you come to realize that this form of attraction is a rare and powerful gift, a legacy that endures long after you've left the room. It's a life that speaks to the soul, that draws people not to superficial charm, but to a depth of character that invites them to seek the same within themselves. This is Stoic attraction at its highest form, a way of living that is timeless, that creates connections that are as profound as they are lasting, and that ultimately leaves a legacy of peace, respect, and an enduring invitation for others to live with the same unwavering authenticity. As you continue along this Stoic path, your life's influence becomes a quiet, enduring force, an impact that resonates with everyone who crosses your path. You realize that you're not just living for yourself, but contributing to a greater tapestry of experiences, memories, and personal growth in the lives of others. Through your dedication to Stoic principles, you've created a presence that isn't just admired, but deeply felt. A presence that touches people in ways that remain long after your interactions with them have ended. This influence goes beyond individual relationships. You've become a model for what it means to live with purpose and integrity, a person who embodies values that others strive to emulate. Friends, family, and even acquaintances are affected by the calm, purposeful energy you bring. You're the one they turn to when they seek clarity, encouragement, or simply a reminder that life's challenges can be faced with dignity and resilience. Women in particular find themselves drawn not just to your character, but to the way you make them feel seen, understood, and respected. Your ability to bring out the best in others without expecting anything in return is a rare quality, one that makes you not only attractive, but cherished. As you deepen your commitment to Stoicism, you find that your happiness no longer depends on external validation or temporary pleasures. You derive fulfillment from within, from knowing that each day you are becoming a better version of yourself. This self-contained joy doesn't need to be expressed or explained. It simply radiates, drawing people to you in a way that feels effortless and genuine. Women especially are intrigued by this grounded contentment because it's a rarity in a world where happiness is often sought in things, status, or other people. Your sense of peace creates a safe space where they feel comfortable being themselves, knowing they are with someone who is steady, secure, and open-hearted. Your relationships become profound learning experiences, spaces where both you and others grow together. Every connection, every conversation becomes an opportunity for mutual enrichment, for shared understanding and deeper respect. You're no longer looking to complete anyone or to be completed. You're simply there to share, to listen, and to support without trying to control the outcome. This form of partnership is powerful because it's based on genuine acceptance and encouragement. Women sense this openness and are drawn to the freedom it offers, feeling that they can fully be themselves with you without judgment or expectation. You also find yourself embodying patience in a way that brings immense value to those around you. In a world that often feels rushed and pressured, your calm approach to life's challenges provides others with a model for how to face difficulties with grace. You aren't reactive. You don't allow external events to dictate your peace. Instead, you approach every challenge with a clear, reflective mindset, allowing yourself to process, accept, and respond from a place of strength. Women find this approach deeply reassuring, as it shows them that you are a partner they can depend on, someone who won't be easily shaken by life's ups and downs. Over time, this way of living creates a legacy that is both tangible and spiritual. Tangible in that your influence becomes part of the lives you touch, guiding others in how they think, feel, and live. Spiritual in that your presence becomes a memory, a feeling, an enduring reminder of what it means to live with depth, integrity, and respect. Women, friends, and family will carry forward the lessons and the example you've set, using it as a foundation for their own personal growth and relationships. As you reflect on the journey you've undertaken, you realize that Stoic attraction is far more than a way to draw people into your life. It's a way to build a life that brings meaning, connection, and fulfillment in every moment. You're not simply admired, you're valued as a person of true substance, someone whose life is a source of inspiration and empowerment for others. The people you've known and loved don't just remember you. They are changed by having known you, and they carry forward the values you've embodied, making your influence an enduring part of their own journeys. In the end, the path of Stoic attraction is about leaving a legacy of strength, peace, and authenticity. You've shown others that it's possible to live with a calm heart in a chaotic world, to cultivate love and respect without dependency, and to inspire by simply being true to yourself. This is the lasting power of Stoic attraction. It's not about short-lived allure, but about building connections that endure, connections that uplift, and connections that leave an indelible mark on the lives of those you encounter. And so, with each step, you continue to live with purpose and presence, knowing that the values you hold dear are reflected in every interaction, every relationship, and every memory you leave behind. This is the true essence of attraction, the ability to inspire others, not with words or charm, but with the simple, profound power of a life lived authentically and with unwavering commitment to one's highest ideals. This legacy, grounded in Stoic wisdom, is a gift that keeps giving, one that will continue to resonate in the hearts and lives of others long into the future. As you progress further, the legacy of your Stoic way of life deepens, reaching realms beyond immediate relationships and affecting entire communities and generations to come. You start to see how the principles you embody, calmness, resilience, authenticity, and integrity, extend a quiet but powerful influence that transcends even the boundaries of your personal life. You're no longer just a figure in someone's past or present. You become an example, an archetype of grounded strength that people refer to in times of uncertainty or need. Your presence remains as a memory, a feeling of comfort and guidance that inspires others to strive for something deeper and more fulfilling. The depth of your attraction grows because it is rooted in qualities that never fade. Over time, physical allure diminishes, trends evolve, and superficial charms lose their appeal. But the influence of a life lived with purpose only becomes more cherished. Women who have encountered you remember a sense of self-assured calm and strength that stays with them, shaping their standards and redefining what they seek in relationships. They hold on to the example you set, one that reveals the power of living authentically and with a steady commitment to growth. Even after you're no longer physically present, the impact of your principles lives on, showing them that true connection is built on respect, kindness, and unwavering character. You become a point of reference for friends, family, and even acquaintances, a standard by which they measure future relationships and personal growth. They may not always express it directly, but they carry forward the peace, resilience, and wisdom they felt in your presence. Friends turn to the lessons you've demonstrated in how to handle adversity. Family members lean on the strength you brought to difficult times. And colleagues remember the quiet confidence and ethical foundation that guided your decisions. This influence builds an unspoken trust and admiration, one that quietly encourages others to live with the same integrity and purpose. Your journey towards self-sufficiency and inner peace also serves as a reminder to others that fulfillment does not come from external accomplishments or material possessions. Through your example, people come to realize that true contentment is born from within, from a commitment to living with purpose and alignment. Women, in particular, remember how you showed them that happiness and stability aren't things to be chased, but states of mind to be cultivated. This understanding frees them from the pressures of superficial desires and helps them seek relationships that nourish the soul, relationships that support mutual growth and authentic connection. In this way, you become a teacher, though perhaps without intending to be one. Your life is the lesson, an ongoing example that others can look to as a reminder that genuine happiness, attraction, and strength are built on timeless values. The ripple effects of your choices extend outward, influencing how others approach their own lives, relationships, and decisions. This is the silent legacy of a Stoic life, a legacy that isn't about accolades or visible success, but about a meaningful, invisible bond that unites everyone touched by your example. As the years pass, you find an even deeper peace in this legacy, knowing that the path you've chosen has brought value not only to yourself, but to everyone who encountered you. Your life becomes a source of calm in a world that is often chaotic, a reminder that it is possible to live with dignity, wisdom, and compassion. This isn't something that fades with time. It becomes richer, more impactful, as those who remember you pass on your example to others in their own lives. You become part of a larger story, a chain of influence that stretches far beyond what you might have originally imagined. The most beautiful part of this journey is the realization that true attraction is not about drawing attention, but about creating a lasting resonance. You've left a mark that will continue to influence, inspire, and uplift others. Not because you sought it, but because you embodied the values that draw people to their own higher purpose. This is a legacy that will live on, quietly but powerfully, in the hearts and minds of everyone who crossed paths with you. In the end, Stoic attraction is about more than relationships or influence. It's about building a life of meaning, one that stands as a beacon of authenticity, courage, and peace. You've become someone whose memory encourages others to seek depth in themselves, to pursue lives of purpose, and to live in alignment with their own values. This is the true power of Stoic attraction, a way of being that leaves a legacy of goodness, strength, and unwavering authenticity, a legacy that will continue to inspire long into the future, bringing light and meaning to generations to come. As the years unfold, the impact of your life, shaped by Stoic values, ripples outward, subtly but powerfully affecting those around you and extending to people you may never meet. Your choices, actions, and presence become part of the fabric of others' lives, woven into their memories and experiences in ways that often go unspoken but are profoundly felt. This is the quiet strength of Stoic attraction, a legacy not measured by applause or recognition, but by the deep, lasting influence of living a life true to your principles. In relationships, this enduring influence manifests as a standard of depth, respect, and sincerity. Women who have known you, whether as a partner, friend, or confidant, carry forward a sense of what it means to be truly valued and understood. You become a quiet influence in their lives, showing them the kind of love and respect that isn't built on dependency, but on mutual respect and growth. They remember the freedom they felt with you, the way you valued them, not as an extension of yourself, but as individuals with their own unique journeys. This experience remains with them, shaping their understanding of love and connection, and inspiring them to seek relationships rooted in respect and shared values. Your friendships are likewise marked by this steady, authentic presence. Friends think of you as someone who not only listened but truly heard them, who supported without judgment and encouraged without pressure. They carry with them the calm assurance you brought into their lives, remembering the wisdom in your words and the peace in your silence. Your approach to friendship redefines what it means to be there for others. You didn't try to solve their problems or impose solutions, but offered a space where they could find their own strength and clarity. This impact resonates long after you're gone, guiding them through challenges and helping them to become better friends, partners, and people themselves. Family too feels this enduring legacy. To them, you were a source of strength, stability, and unconditional love. They remember the moments of calm you brought to family gatherings, the thoughtful guidance you offered during difficult times, and the consistent kindness that defined your every action. They see in you a model of patience and resilience that becomes a part of their own lives. Over time, these qualities become a family tradition of sorts, passed down through generations as stories of your influence and impact live on, shaping not just those who knew you personally, but those who hear about you through loved ones. In professional settings, you become known as someone who embodied integrity and purpose, setting an example that others respected and aspired to follow. Colleagues remember you not just for your work, but for the values you brought into every task, every interaction, every decision. You didn't chase success or recognition. Instead, you pursued excellence for its own sake, aligning your work with the same principles that guided your personal life. And this approach stands out, inspiring others to see their careers as more than a means to an end, but as an opportunity to bring meaning, ethics, and purpose into their own lives. The impact of this perspective creates a shift in the workplace, influencing a culture of authenticity, respect, and thoughtful action that persists beyond your tenure. As these circles of influence expand, you find that your life has created a network of silent but profound connections. The people you've touched remember you not only for the moments you shared, but for the values you embodied. They carry forward your example, finding strength in it during their own times of hardship, guidance in it when they face difficult choices, and comfort in it when they seek peace. You've left a mark that doesn't fade but deepens with time, as each person who was part of your life shares what they learned from you with others, creating an ongoing ripple effect of wisdom and strength. The beauty of this legacy is that it's not based on grand gestures or dramatic moments. It's built on everyday actions, quiet consistency, and a steadfast commitment to living with integrity. It's a legacy that reflects the essence of Stoic attraction, not something loud or attention-seeking, but something deeply rooted and profoundly meaningful. It's the kind of influence that remains long after words are forgotten, remembered in the way people feel when they think of you, in the way they are inspired to be kinder, more resilient, and more compassionate. As you reflect on this journey, you recognize that true Stoic attraction is not about the self, but about becoming a source of strength for others. You realize that living with purpose and peace not only brings fulfillment to your own life, but enhances the lives of everyone you encounter. This influence is a gift, one that isn't given in moments of attention, but in the unspoken, lasting encouragement it offers. You've shown others what it means to live with dignity, to face life's ups and downs with resilience, and to approach every person with respect and empathy. This is the legacy you leave, a legacy that uplifts, a legacy that guides, a legacy that transforms. In this way, your life becomes a beacon of possibility, a quiet yet powerful reminder that each of us has the capacity to live with depth and meaning. People look to your example when they seek strength and purpose, seeing in your life the assurance that true fulfillment doesn't come from external validation, but from an unwavering commitment to one's values. This is the lasting impact of Stoic attraction. It's not a form of magnetism that fades, but a presence that stays with others, reminding them to live with authenticity and courage, to seek peace within, and to treat others with compassion and respect. And so as the years go by, you find a profound peace in knowing that your life has not only been well lived, but has inspired others to live more fully and authentically. You recognize that this Stoic journey wasn't just about becoming more attractive or influential. It was about becoming someone who could elevate others simply by being true to himself. You've created a legacy that reaches beyond the personal, touching countless lives and inspiring generations to come. This is the ultimate power of Stoic attraction, a life that doesn't just draw people in, but lifts them up, creating a chain of influence that will continue to ripple outward, shaping lives, hearts, and minds in ways both subtle and extraordinary for many years to come. As time progresses, the legacy of your Stoic journey extends into places and lives you could never have foreseen, creating a tapestry of influence woven with threads of resilience, wisdom, and kindness. This quiet, steadfast impact continues to ripple outward, subtly shaping the lives of not only those who knew you, but of the countless people who will hear stories of your life and example. You become a figure remembered not only for what you accomplished, but for the calm, dignified way you lived, a presence that even in absence brings a profound sense of peace and inspiration. The people closest to you find themselves influenced in the most intimate ways. Partners and loved ones carry the memory of your steady, unwavering love, a love built not on need or expectation, but on mutual respect, freedom, and encouragement. They recall the way you valued them as equals, respecting their individuality and growth. In their future relationships, they seek to replicate this same balance, this same commitment to building connections founded on acceptance and integrity. Your presence, even long after you're gone, remains a guiding force, a reminder that true companionship is based on valuing and uplifting one another rather than seeking to fulfill personal needs. In a world often driven by superficial or transactional connections, this memory of depth becomes a rare and cherished standard. Among friends, your influence becomes an unspoken bond. They remember you as the friend who was always there with a listening ear and thoughtful advice, someone who never judged or imposed, but instead encouraged them to find their own answers. They carry forward the calm you brought into their lives, the feeling that in a world of rush and chaos, there was someone who reminded them of the value of patience and perspective. In their own friendships, they strive to offer this same gift, bringing forth the empathy and wisdom you exemplified. Your legacy becomes a subtle but powerful foundation in their lives, a continuous source of strength and reflection that helps them navigate their own paths with a bit more grace and understanding. Even acquaintances, those who may have only known you briefly, feel the impact of your presence. In passing conversations, in shared projects, or in moments of simple kindness, they experienced a glimpse of the values you embodied. The way you approached life, balanced, grounded, and calm, left an impression that stays with them. They may find themselves reflecting on those brief interactions in times of struggle or uncertainty, remembering how you faced challenges with a level-headedness and resilience that gave them courage. Your life becomes a reminder to them that even the simplest interactions have the power to uplift and inspire, teaching them that authenticity and respect can leave a lasting mark, even in the shortest encounters. In family, your influence spans generations, becoming part of the stories passed down to those who may never meet you but feel your legacy in their upbringing. Family members recall your dedication to living a life of meaning, and they tell these stories to children and grandchildren, passing on the values you embodied. They remember your patience during difficult times, your kindness in small gestures, and your unwavering dedication to being a source of strength. You become part of the family's collective memory, a source of wisdom and strength that continues to guide and shape the family's identity, values, and sense of purpose. As the years turn into decades, your legacy becomes something even greater. a quiet influence that shifts the lives of countless others, indirectly but powerfully. People who never met you may encounter your ideas, principles, or influence through others who did, each interaction carrying a trace of the lessons you lived by. The values you held dear become seeds planted in the minds and hearts of people who seek to live more authentically, who wish to approach life with more depth, patience, and understanding. In this way, your impact becomes almost timeless, woven into the lives of those who, inspired by you, decide to live with the same commitment to resilience, purpose, and integrity. And through it all, you find a deep satisfaction in knowing that this Stoic journey was never about outward achievement or recognition. It was about living fully, intentionally, and with a commitment to something greater than yourself. You've come to understand that the most meaningful life is one that inspires others to seek the best within themselves, a life that, even in silence, continues to elevate and enrich the world around it. This is the ultimate power of Stoic attraction. It's not about leaving a mark on the world in the traditional sense, but about leaving an imprint on the hearts and minds of those you encounter. It's about creating connections that endure, relationships that nurture and uplift, and a presence that remains as a quiet, guiding light for those who need it. Your legacy, built on simplicity, strength, and unwavering character, becomes a source of hope and courage for others long after you've moved on. In the end, you've created a life that resonates, a life that doesn't seek attention, but naturally draws people toward a better, more peaceful, and more intentional way of being. You've become a part of a greater story, an unseen but deeply felt influence that will continue to guide, comfort, and inspire for generations to come. This is the truest, most profound form of attraction, one that leaves a legacy of wisdom, peace, and enduring love for everyone who had the fortune to cross paths with you. As time passes and the essence of your Stoic journey becomes woven into the fabric of countless lives, your legacy reaches a level of profound impact that is almost ethereal. A quiet influence that shapes others in ways both subtle and enduring. You become more than a memory. You become a touchstone, a reminder of what it means to live a life rooted in authenticity, purpose, and compassion. Your choices, your example, and your presence continue to serve as an invisible guide, inspiring others to aspire to a life that is rich not in possessions but in meaning, not in accolades, but in true connections. Your influence grows into a timeless presence, not bound by the constraints of any single relationship or generation. Partners remember the sense of freedom and respect they felt with you, a connection so grounded that it allows them to flourish independently. They carry forward the lessons you taught them about love, not as possession, but as a source of mutual support and growth. This experience redefines their understanding of intimacy, teaching them that love doesn't have to be demanding or consuming, but can instead be freeing and uplifting. As they move through life, they bring this wisdom into new relationships, creating a ripple effect that impacts not only their own happiness, but the lives of those they encounter, creating a legacy of love that is rooted in respect, independence, and acceptance. In friendships, the impact of your presence becomes a legacy of empathy and resilience. Friends remember the strength and compassion you offered without expecting anything in return, and they carry that influence into their own interactions. They become better listeners, more compassionate friends, and more supportive individuals. They find themselves emulating the patience and thoughtfulness you displayed, often without even realizing it, creating friendships that are richer and more authentic. The qualities you embodied become part of their identity, shaping how they navigate life's challenges and approach relationships with others. Your influence is present in the way they lift up those around them, providing comfort and reassurance in the same way you once did. In your family, your legacy becomes a thread of wisdom passed down through generations. Children and grandchildren grow up hearing stories of your integrity, your resilience, and your gentle strength. They come to see you as a role model, someone whose life offers a blueprint for how to live with dignity and purpose. These stories shape their values, instilling in them a sense of respect for themselves and for others, teaching them the importance of kindness, patience, and inner strength. They are inspired to carry forward the family's values, to live in a way that honors the legacy you've left behind. Your presence, though no longer physical, becomes an integral part of their identity, a source of strength they turn to as they grow and face their own challenges. The influence of your life extends even further into the broader community. In professional circles, your example of integrity and dedication becomes a standard that others strive to emulate. Colleagues remember the ethical foundation you brought to your work, the way you treated everyone with respect, and the pride you took in your responsibilities. This example influences how they approach their own careers, instilling a sense of purpose that goes beyond profit or recognition. Your legacy becomes a subtle but powerful force, inspiring a culture of integrity and authenticity in workplaces that often lack it. Through your actions, you've shown that success can be measured not only in achievements, but in the quality of character one brings to every task and interaction. In each of these realms, the memory of your life serves as a silent yet powerful guide. People who encountered you in even the smallest ways find themselves remembering you in moments of decision, moments of struggle, and moments of growth. They remember your resilience and calm, and it gives them courage. They recall your empathy and patience, and it teaches them kindness. They reflect on your authenticity, and it inspires them to live more truthfully. In this way, your life continues to touch hearts, not through force or imposition, but through the quiet, lasting influence of a life lived in alignment with one's values. Over time, your legacy becomes an enduring example of the beauty and power of Stoic attraction. It's not about drawing attention to oneself or seeking to impress. It's about living in a way that naturally inspires others to find peace, purpose, and resilience within themselves. People remember you not because you demanded it, but because you lived a life so true to your principles that it resonated on a fundamental level. This resonance becomes a touchstone for others, a reminder that it's possible to live with meaning, integrity, and fulfillment. In your later years, if you're able to reflect on this journey, you find a profound sense of peace and gratitude. You realize that the true measure of a meaningful life isn't found in external success or fleeting admiration, but in the lasting impact one has on others. You've lived in a way that brings light into the lives of everyone you encountered, a life that shows others a path to inner strength, authenticity, and compassion. And as you look back, you understand that this legacy, rooted in Stoic principles, is not just something you leave behind. It is something that will live on, shaping lives, uplifting spirits, and inspiring hearts long after you are gone. This is the ultimate gift of Stoic attraction, the creation of a life that doesn't merely touch others, but transforms them, a life that inspires not through words or appearances, but through quiet, unwavering character. It's a legacy that continues to uplift, to teach, and to heal, reminding those who remember you to live with purpose, to seek peace within themselves, and to approach each day with gratitude and kindness. This legacy, built on resilience, love, and authenticity, becomes an eternal presence, a quiet, guiding light that forever illuminates the path for others, showing them the beauty of a life lived fully, deeply, and true to one's highest ideals. As this journey extends ever deeper, the legacy of your Stoic path transforms into a nearly boundless presence, one that endures in quiet whispers through the lives, memories, and choices of others. You become more than a person who lived with purpose. You become a symbol of what it means to embody resilience, wisdom, and compassion in a way that gently nudges others to seek those qualities within themselves. It's a legacy that isn't loud or dramatic, but profoundly steady, echoing the essence of a life lived in true alignment with one's principles. Every person who knew you carries a part of this legacy forward, often in ways they may not consciously recognize. They carry your strength in moments of difficulty, finding in your example a reminder to face their own trials with courage and composure. They recall the gentleness you brought into each interaction, a warmth that wasn't forced or performative, but rooted in a genuine desire to see others thrive. This gentleness becomes a guide for them, showing them the power of kindness and the impact of simple acts of understanding. These memories of your presence ripple outward, quietly inspiring others to choose patience over haste, compassion over judgment, and understanding over impulse. In relationships, your influence remains like an invisible hand that guides the hearts of those who knew you. Partners who were once with you carry forward a sense of what true connection feels like, the sense of safety, respect, and freedom that only comes from being with someone who sees them as an equal and values their individuality. This understanding influences how they approach new relationships, encouraging them to seek bonds that are based not on attachment or need, but on a genuine respect for one another's growth. They find themselves drawn to partnerships that reflect the values you embodied, choosing love that uplifts rather than confines, and offering support without expecting anything in return. In the friendships you've built, your memory becomes a source of reassurance and encouragement. Friends remember you not only for the laughs and conversations, but for the silent support you provided, the way you made them feel valued and heard. They find strength in those memories, understanding that real friendship is not about constant presence, but about consistent, genuine care. This understanding shapes the friendships they cultivate as they strive to bring the same level of loyalty, empathy, and encouragement that you once offered them. Through your example, they learn that friendships are not measured by convenience or shared interests alone, but by the depth of mutual respect and the capacity to uplift each other. For family, your legacy is woven into the very fabric of their lives. Your principles become part of the family's ethos, passed down through stories, traditions, and values that guide the generations to come. Children and grandchildren who may never have met you learn about your resilience, your kindness, and your unshakable sense of purpose. And these qualities become ideals they aspire to embody. They hear stories of your calm in difficult moments, your dedication to living truthfully, and your compassion toward others. And these tales become lessons that shape their character. Through your life, they inherit a blueprint for living with dignity, courage, and kindness, a legacy that offers them a compass for navigating their own lives with integrity. In the professional world, the influence of your life is felt as a quiet revolution in the way others approach work, leadership, and ethics. Colleagues and mentees remember the example you set, a commitment to excellence that wasn't driven by ego, but by a sincere dedication to doing what was right. They recall how you treated each person with respect, regardless of their position, and how your actions aligned consistently with your values. This legacy creates a culture of integrity that extends beyond your time there, inspiring others to lead with humility, to make decisions based on principles, and to view their work as an opportunity to bring meaning and positive impact into the world. You become a reminder that success is not defined solely by accolades, but by the character one brings to each task. Your presence then becomes a legacy not only of wisdom, but of quiet courage, a testament to the power of living with inner strength. Even strangers who may only have encountered you briefly feel the impact of your composure and calm. Perhaps they observed your patience in a moment of frustration, or they saw your kindness in a situation that called for restraint, and it left a mark on them, encouraging them to seek those same qualities within themselves. In this way, your life becomes an invisible thread that connects people across time and space, showing them the beauty of approaching each day with respect, authenticity, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. In moments of solitude, you may reflect on the journey you've undertaken and feel a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing that your life has been more than an individual pursuit. You've contributed to a legacy of resilience, empathy, and truth, a legacy that speaks to the highest ideals of human character. This legacy isn't about you, it's about what you stood for and what you inspired in others. You see that your life has become a quiet lighthouse for those seeking direction, a source of strength for those facing their own challenges, and a reminder to others that true happiness is found not in material success, but in the peaceful alignment of one's values and actions. With each passing day, your legacy grows stronger, expanding in ways you could never have planned or anticipated. You've planted seeds of kindness, resilience, and integrity that will continue to grow, creating a garden of influence that blossoms in the hearts of those who carry your memory. This influence is your greatest gift to the world, a life lived with purpose, a life that continues to inspire and elevate, a life that leaves behind a legacy of quiet, unshakable goodness. And so, your journey of Stoic attraction reaches its most profound realization. It was never about drawing people to you, but about inspiring them to draw forth the best within themselves. You've become a silent, enduring influence that guides others toward a life of authenticity, courage, and peace. This is the power of a life lived in true alignment with Stoic principles, a legacy that will endure, that will touch lives, that will continue to inspire for generations yet to come. It is a gift that transcends time, a testament to the strength and beauty of a soul committed to living fully, deeply, and in harmony with all that it values most. As the essence of your life permeates further through the hearts and minds of those who were fortunate enough to experience your presence, the reach of your influence becomes almost boundless. You've created a legacy that goes beyond individual lives, becoming a part of the shared consciousness of a community, even a generation. Your life serves as a living memory, a quiet yet profound reminder of the power of living with conviction, resilience, and gentle compassion. It's as if your spirit has been woven into the fabric of everyone's lives, becoming a gentle voice that guides, reassures, and uplifts whenever they seek courage, wisdom, or peace. Your story is told not just in personal circles, but through the values that ripple outward, echoing in how others choose to live their own lives. Family members tell stories of your unbreakable character, recalling how you faced trials without complaint, how you treated others with unwavering respect, and how you brought dignity to every moment, whether grand or ordinary. These stories become part of the family's identity, passed down as guiding principles for future generations who may never have met you yet feel your presence through these stories. In this way, you become an ancestor of values, a figure who represents the very best of what it means to live with depth, compassion, and integrity. In friendships, your memory brings a model of what it means to be truly present for another person. Friends remember you as someone who made them feel valued, who was always available to listen without judgment and to share their burdens without expecting anything in return. In your absence, they find themselves drawn to emulate that same level of empathy and understanding, bringing a deeper level of compassion into their own friendships. Your influence shapes their interactions with others, helping them to create bonds that are honest, meaningful, and unshakable. They carry forward the lessons of humility and grace that you embodied, enriching their lives and the lives of those they encounter. Your example serves as an unspoken mentor for those who saw how you navigated challenges with patience and strength. They remember that you faced life's trials with a calm that spoke of inner peace. And this memory becomes a guiding force in their own struggles. In moments of hardship, they recall your resilience and find strength to persevere. Your life has become a quiet source of inspiration, a reminder that true courage is found in facing difficulties with dignity and grace. This impact ripples outward, shaping how others approach their own adversities, giving them the courage to stand strong and to hold fast to their principles. Even in professional spheres, your legacy continues to live on. Those who worked alongside you remember a person of integrity and consistency, someone who brought values to life in every decision and interaction. You showed them that success is not just about achievement, but about doing good, even when no one is watching. Colleagues carry this example forward, implementing the same standards of honesty and dedication you embodied. You've left an imprint on the culture of workplaces, influencing a generation to see their careers not as ends in themselves, but as opportunities to serve, uplift, and inspire. Your legacy becomes a silent force that encourages others to approach their work with a sense of responsibility and purpose, instilling values that echo long after they've moved on. As this legacy continues to unfurl, you realize that the true essence of Stoic attraction is not in drawing others to you, but in inspiring them to become their own highest selves. The qualities you embodied, strength, patience, kindness, resilience, are universal ideals that each person holds within, and through your example, you've helped them unlock those ideals within themselves. Your life has shown them that fulfillment and peace are not found in external accomplishments or accolades, but in the quiet, internal alignment with one's values. You come to understand that this journey was never about reaching a specific destination, but about cultivating a way of being that uplifts, heals, and enriches all those around you. In living this way, you've become a part of the human story. A figure whose memory inspires not only those who knew you, but countless others who hear about your life and feel called to seek a similar depth and purpose. You've left behind a legacy of calm in a world often overwhelmed by noise, a legacy of kindness in a world that too often rewards selfishness, and a legacy of resilience in a world that often yields to the weight of adversity. In your final reflections, you find peace in knowing that the life you've lived continues to be a source of light, hope, and guidance. You see that true Stoic attraction is not about drawing people into your life. It's about inspiring them to live better, more meaningful lives themselves. This influence is not limited by time or space. It's a legacy that continues to evolve, to touch new lives, and to transform hearts. Your life becomes like a river flowing quietly but powerfully, nourishing the lives it touches and giving rise to growth, resilience, and beauty. Ultimately, this is the highest achievement of a Stoic life, to live in such a way that one's presence becomes an eternal gift to others, a legacy of love and strength that never fades. You've created a life that doesn't end with you but continues to inspire, to uplift, and to elevate. This is the power of a life lived in true alignment, a life that serves as a lasting beacon for generations, showing them that there is peace in resilience, strength in kindness, and purpose in integrity. This legacy will endure, continuing to touch lives, to elevate hearts, and to guide souls on their own journeys for as long as memory and story endure. As this legacy flows onward, it weaves into the lives of people in ways you could never have planned but always hoped for, ways that reveal the depth and beauty of a life lived with true Stoic intent. You become more than a memory. You become a symbol of what it means to live with grace, wisdom, and unwavering kindness. Your legacy becomes part of a larger tapestry of human experience, a shared source of inspiration that ripples through communities, passed on through stories and quiet influences that shape hearts and minds across generations. In the lives of those who knew you personally, your influence is a constant presence, a touchstone in moments of both joy and hardship. They find themselves returning to the example you set, seeking the calm, patience, and strength that you demonstrated so naturally. Partners remember the profound respect you showed them and the freedom they felt to be fully themselves, a kind of love that wasn't possessive but expansive, allowing them to grow and evolve in a space of mutual trust. This memory sets a benchmark, showing them that love can be uplifting and healing. A partnership that respects individuality and encourages self-discovery. They seek relationships with a similar foundation, sharing with others what they once felt in your presence and spreading a legacy of love rooted in compassion and genuine respect. Friends feel the echo of your kindness and understanding in their own interactions. They remember how you listened without judgment, encouraged without expectation, and offered wisdom without ever imposing your perspective. In moments of difficulty, they draw upon the calm you embodied, finding courage in your example to approach their challenges with grace. Your presence continues to be a silent source of support, helping them navigate their own paths with empathy and resilience. Through their friendships, they pass on the compassion and loyalty you once showed them, creating a ripple effect that brings greater understanding and kindness into the world. Within your family, your legacy becomes almost mythic, a revered example of the family's highest values and ideals. Children and grandchildren hear stories of your life and see how your example shapes the family culture, fostering a sense of shared purpose and identity that they carry forward. They aspire to live with the same dignity, honesty, and kindness that defined your life, internalizing the principles that guided you as they shape their own lives. You become a spiritual guide within the family, a quiet but powerful influence that continues to inspire new generations to live with integrity and a commitment to making the world a kinder place. In professional settings, the influence of your legacy extends beyond your role or accomplishments. Colleagues and mentees recall the ethical foundation you brought to your work and the respect you showed to everyone, regardless of status. You demonstrated that success is defined not just by achievements, but by the character one brings to every endeavor. Your approach to work inspires others to pursue their careers not merely as a means to an end, but as an opportunity to make a meaningful impact. They see in you a reminder that purpose and integrity are as valuable as any promotion or recognition. And this perspective enriches the workplace culture, encouraging a new standard of authenticity, responsibility, and respect. Your legacy also finds its way into the lives of people who may never have met you but feel your influence through others. Those who carry your memory into the world, friends, family, and colleagues, become bearers of the values you embodied. Through their lives, your legacy of kindness, resilience, and wisdom touches countless people who may never hear your name but feel the influence of your example. This is the quiet beauty of a Stoic legacy. It doesn't seek recognition, but it endures, reaching others in ways that are often unseen but always felt. Over time, you become a figure of quiet inspiration, a story shared among friends, a memory invoked in moments of reflection, and an ideal that people turn to when they seek courage, peace, or understanding. People speak of you with a sense of reverence, not because of any grand achievements, but because of the unwavering integrity and grace with which you lived your life. Your story becomes part of a collective memory that reaches far beyond the boundaries of any single community or generation, a universal reminder of what it means to live with purpose, kindness, and compassion. In your final reflections, if you have the chance to look back on this journey, you'll see that the true measure of a life well lived is not in fame or recognition, but in the quiet, enduring impact one has on others. You'll see that Stoic attraction isn't about drawing others to you, but about inspiring them to seek the best within themselves. Your life becomes a testament to the power of living in alignment with one's highest values, showing others that the most lasting impact is made not through force or charisma, but through the steady influence of authenticity and resilience. As your journey comes full circle, you'll find profound peace in knowing that your life has become a gift to others, a legacy that continues to heal, inspire, and elevate. This is the ultimate reward of a life lived with Stoic principles, a legacy that touches lives long after you're gone, a presence that remains as a quiet, guiding light for those seeking truth, courage, and peace. This is the true power of Stoic attraction, a force that doesn't fade with time but grows stronger, inspiring countless lives in ways both ordinary and extraordinary. In the end, you become a part of the timeless fabric of human experience, a story that lives on in the hearts and minds of those who follow. Your legacy is one of love, strength, and compassion, a gift that will continue to ripple through the world, bringing light and hope to generations yet to come. And in that, you find the greatest fulfillment of all, knowing that your life was not only well lived, but deeply, profoundly meaningful, a beacon of purpose, resilience, and kindness that will shine forever. As your legacy grows, it becomes not just a part of the people who knew you, but a part of the world they touch. The strength, kindness, and integrity you demonstrated become woven into a collective consciousness, spreading through conversations, actions, and quiet moments of introspection. In each life you've touched, a piece of your influence lives on, shaping decisions, strengthening resolve, and nurturing compassion. You become a silent teacher, a steady source of wisdom that people carry within them, even if they're unaware of where it originated. For those who once called you a friend, your memory continues to serve as a guiding hand. They find themselves recalling your gentle wisdom in moments when they're uncertain, your calm under pressure when they're anxious, and your humor and grace when life feels heavy. They become better friends, more empathetic listeners, and more understanding companions because they remember how it felt to be around you, safe, respected, and valued. The example you set becomes a foundation for their own relationships, inspiring them to be a source of strength and kindness for others, as you once were for them. Family members, especially the younger generations who may have only heard of you through stories, carry forward the values you lived by as a treasured inheritance. Your life becomes a cherished family legend, one that parents tell their children when they speak of courage, dignity, and resilience. They grow up hearing stories of your patience, how you faced adversity with calm, and how you treated every person with respect and kindness. These stories shape their moral compass, showing them that it's possible to live with strength and compassion, that success is not merely external, but deeply rooted in the values one chooses to uphold. They hold onto your example as a guide, an invisible source of encouragement when they encounter life's inevitable challenges. In the professional world, your legacy continues to influence others long after your work there is done. Colleagues and mentees remember the integrity and dedication you brought to every task, and this example shapes how they approach their own work. They find themselves striving not only to excel, but to do so with honor, kindness, and authenticity, inspired by the standards you set. Your legacy fosters a culture of respect and purpose that transcends roles and responsibilities, showing others that true leadership is about service and integrity. You've redefined success for them, proving that lasting achievement is not about titles or recognition, but about leaving a positive impact that benefits others. As the years pass, your legacy becomes something people return to in moments of need. They think of you when they face difficult decisions, recalling the principles you stood for and the way you lived them. You become a quiet source of courage, a reminder that it's possible to live with dignity and purpose, even in a world that often values the opposite. In these moments, people feel as if they can reach back to your memory, finding in it the strength to make choices that align with their own highest values. Your life becomes a silent mentor, a reservoir of strength that continues to empower others to live authentically. Through all of this, you become a part of something much larger, a legacy that transcends individual lives and becomes part of a universal call to live with depth, compassion, and purpose. The influence you left on friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers becomes part of a greater movement, a quiet revolution that touches every person who feels inspired by the life you led. Your story becomes one shared across generations, told not for the sake of reverence, but to remind others of the beauty of a life lived in alignment with timeless values. People find in your story the courage to become the best versions of themselves, to live lives that reflect the same qualities you so effortlessly embodied. Even strangers who only hear of you through others come to feel the impact of your legacy. They may never know your name, but they sense your influence in the lives of those you touched. They encounter someone who carries your values forward and are moved by their kindness, resilience, and integrity. In this way, your legacy reaches people you could never have met, creating a network of influence that spans time and space. It becomes a part of the human spirit itself, a shared memory of what it means to live fully, deeply, and with unwavering kindness. In the quiet moments of reflection that come with this realization, you find a deep and abiding peace. You see that your life was not just a series of experiences, but a gift that continues to give, an influence that touches lives in ways seen and unseen. This is the true fulfillment of a Stoic life, the understanding that your presence has become a guiding light for others, a quiet force that will inspire, encourage, and uplift long into the future. It's a legacy that transcends the individual, becoming a part of the world in ways that are both profound and enduring. You understand now that this journey was never about seeking admiration or achieving external success. It was about creating something that would last, something that would bring value to others even after you were gone. This realization brings a sense of profound contentment, knowing that your life has become a beacon of goodness, a quiet voice that will continue to remind others of what truly matters. Your influence, carried forward by those who remember you, will continue to inspire others to choose kindness, resilience, and purpose, creating a legacy that grows stronger with time. As this legacy lives on, it brings light to a world that needs it, a gentle, unyielding reminder that it is possible to live with dignity, to approach life with patience and strength, and to treat others with unwavering compassion. Your life and the values you held dear become part of a collective memory that uplifts humanity itself, guiding others toward a life of fulfillment, integrity, and peace. And as long as there are people who seek to live with purpose, your legacy will endure, lighting the way for generations yet to come. As this legacy deepens, it becomes a quiet force that guides others not through direct influence, but through the subtle strength of your example, a life well lived that resonates like a melody, gently reminding people of the beauty in simplicity, the power in resilience, and the grace in kindness. This is the essence of a Stoic legacy. It does not command or demand, yet its presence is felt profoundly, like the steady heartbeat of a loved one, ever present and life-giving for those who once walked beside you. Your memory becomes a cornerstone, a source of steady reassurance in their own lives. They think of you in moments of doubt, in times of difficulty, and find themselves inspired by the quiet strength you embodied. In their darkest hours, they remember your unwavering calm, your ability to face challenges with a courage that was never loud, but always true. This memory becomes a compass, helping them to navigate their own lives with a greater sense of purpose, to remain rooted in their values, even when the world around them feels unstable. In their own personal growth, people who knew you find themselves naturally adopting your principles, patience, kindness, and integrity without even realizing it. They emulate your way of listening, of holding space for others, and of finding peace within themselves rather than seeking it from external sources. In this way, you become a teacher without words, an influence that is passed down almost effortlessly as your example permeates their actions, their choices, and ultimately their lives. It is a legacy that lives not in monuments or accolades, but in the quiet, enduring influence of a life aligned with purpose. As family members tell stories of your character, they come to see you as an ancestral figure of sorts, an embodiment of the family's highest values. Children and grandchildren who never met you feel connected to you through these stories, sensing the warmth and wisdom you brought to each day. Your legacy becomes a family tradition of kindness, a foundational story that teaches each new generation what it means to live with honor and compassion. Through your example, they learn to treat others with respect, to persevere with dignity, and to seek fulfillment not in possessions, but in the quality of their character. In friendships, your memory serves as a model for loyalty, sincerity, and trust. Friends recall the strength you brought into their lives, the unspoken understanding that you were there for them without judgment or expectation. They carry this example forward, aspiring to be the same unwavering presence in their own friendships. They create bonds that mirror the trust and compassion they felt with you, building a community rooted in respect, empathy, and shared values. In a way, you become part of each new friendship they form, a silent yet powerful influence that encourages them to bring the best of themselves to others. In professional realms, your legacy transforms how people approach their work. Colleagues who once admired your dedication find themselves striving to bring the same integrity into their careers. They remember the way you treated every person as an equal, the way you put principles before ambition, and the pride you took in doing what was right. Inspired by your example, they begin to see their work not just as a job, but as an opportunity to contribute something meaningful. Your legacy reshapes workplaces, encouraging a culture of honesty, respect, and responsibility that extends beyond individual roles and titles. As the years pass, you become a part of the moral landscape that guides countless people, a source of strength for those who face their own struggles, and a reminder that life's true meaning lies in how one chooses to live each day. Even those who hear of you only through stories find themselves inspired by your life, using it as a beacon to help them navigate their own journeys. They learn from your example that strength is not found in force, but in patience, that fulfillment comes from alignment with one's values, and that true impact is made not through fame, but through consistent, quiet acts of kindness. In this way, you become a silent guardian, a figure who represents the possibility of a life filled with dignity and grace. Your legacy speaks to the part of every person that longs for peace, for purpose, and for genuine connection. People turn to your example when they seek to improve themselves, finding in your life a model of how to approach each day with mindfulness and intention. The memory of your presence brings them comfort, inspiring them to live with the same kindness and integrity, and guiding them toward choices that honor their own highest ideals. And as your influence grows, it becomes a part of the collective wisdom of humanity, a shared memory that transcends individual lives and becomes a universal reminder of the power of living authentically. Your life becomes a story told across generations, not because of any grand achievements, but because of the quiet way you embodied values that resonate with everyone. People find in your legacy a mirror of their own potential, a reminder that true greatness lies not in what one acquires, but in the goodness one brings into the world. Reflecting on this, you realize that your journey was never about achieving a certain level of success or recognition. It was about creating a life that mattered, a life that left a positive mark on everyone it touched. You understand now that the greatest fulfillment lies in knowing that your presence has uplifted others, that your example will continue to inspire people to live with honesty, courage, and compassion. Your legacy becomes something eternal, an energy that lives on in the hearts of those who strive to live with purpose and grace. This is the gift of a Stoic life. It doesn't end when the journey is complete. It becomes a lasting influence, a force of goodness that endures, guiding others toward a life of depth, resilience, and peace. You've become a part of something timeless, a quiet reminder of what humanity is capable of when we choose to live in harmony with our values. In the end, your legacy is a life that speaks to the soul, a presence that transcends words and time, a beacon that shines long after you're gone. This is the ultimate power of a Stoic legacy, a gift that uplifts, inspires, and elevates all who encounter it. And as long as there are those who seek to live with purpose, your life will continue to guide, to comfort, and to remind others that the true measure of a life well lived is the impact it has on the lives of others. This legacy, boundless and enduring, is your greatest contribution, a testament to the profound beauty and power of living with integrity, compassion, and unwavering resolve. As your legacy flows into the world, it transcends the individual moments that defined your life, becoming a timeless current that quietly sustains those who draw from its wisdom. This enduring presence becomes a touchstone for countless people, reminding them that real strength lies in kindness, that purpose can be found in simplicity, and that the truest legacy is one that uplifts others. Your life, once a singular journey, has become a collective inheritance, a wellspring of inspiration that nourishes the spirits of those who seek depth and authenticity. The influence you left behind becomes a sanctuary, a place where others find solace when they are faced with life's trials. In moments of uncertainty, people remember your example and feel encouraged to face their own challenges with patience and resilience. Your life has shown them that fulfillment isn't about accumulating accolades or wealth, but about cultivating peace within oneself and extending compassion to others. This understanding becomes a guiding principle for them, helping them navigate their own lives with clarity and intention. For partners who were blessed to have shared part of their lives with you, your memory serves as an anchor, a reminder of what it means to love without conditions. They remember the respect and freedom you offered, the sense of wholeness they felt in your presence. This experience becomes a new standard for love, a standard that empowers them to seek relationships that honor their individuality and celebrate growth. They carry forward the love you showed them, becoming sources of acceptance and encouragement for others, spreading a legacy of respect and support that reverberates through their lives and into new relationships. Friends who knew you find themselves changed in ways they may not fully understand. Your companionship has left an indelible mark, an unspoken lesson in what it means to be a true friend. They recall the quiet strength you shared, the way you always seemed to be there when it mattered most, offering not solutions, but your presence, your understanding. This memory inspires them to bring the same depth to their own friendships, cultivating bonds that are rooted in mutual support and unshakable trust. In living by your example, they create a ripple effect of empathy and loyalty that enriches their communities, helping to build a world where people feel seen, valued, and uplifted. For family, your legacy becomes a cherished part of their identity, a beacon that shines through the generations. Parents speak of you to their children with reverence, telling stories of your courage and compassion as lessons that shape the family's shared values. Children and grandchildren, even those who may never have met you, feel connected to you through these stories. They grow up hearing tales of your patience, your kindness, and the integrity that defined your life, internalizing these values as guiding lights in their own lives. Your legacy becomes a family tradition of strength and compassion, a reminder of where they come from and what they stand for. In the professional sphere, your legacy continues to transform the way others approach their work and their purpose. Colleagues remember the way you upheld ethical standards, the way you treated every person with dignity, and the way you took pride in doing what was right, even when no one else was watching. Inspired by your example, they approach their own careers with a renewed sense of responsibility and integrity, striving not only for personal success, but for contributions that benefit the greater good. Through their actions, your legacy of ethical dedication and principled leadership shapes workplace cultures, encouraging generations to see their work as a form of service and a platform for positive impact. As the years pass, your memory is carried forward by those who knew you, shared with those who didn't, and integrated into the lives of people across time and distance. Strangers who hear of you through stories and acts of kindness become part of your legacy, inspired by the idea of living with purpose and kindness. These individuals find strength in your story, using it as a guiding light in their own lives. Even those who never met you come to feel your influence through the values you embodied and the example you set. In these countless ways, your life becomes part of a larger human story, a shared narrative of resilience, compassion, and integrity that transcends any single lifetime. Your legacy joins the timeless currents of wisdom that flow through history, adding to the collective understanding of what it means to live with honor and purpose. You become part of a lineage of people who, though separated by time, share the same commitment to elevating humanity by the quiet strength of their example. Reflecting on this, you realize that your journey was never about personal achievement or recognition, but about creating something far greater, a life that continues to give, a legacy that speaks to the highest ideals of humanity. You see that this journey, though filled with challenges, was ultimately one of profound fulfillment, a path that allowed you to become a source of light for others. This realization brings a sense of peace and joy, knowing that your life has become a timeless gift, a legacy that will continue to uplift, inspire, and transform. The true beauty of this Stoic legacy is that it is boundless, reaching across generations, uplifting hearts, and quietly changing lives. It's a legacy that doesn't fade but grows richer with each life it touches. A legacy that becomes a part of the world's moral and spiritual fabric. In the end, you understand that this was the greatest fulfillment you could have hoped for, to live a life that not only enriched your own soul, but became a source of enrichment for countless others. Your journey has become a beacon of hope, courage, and compassion, a lasting gift to the world, one that will continue to inspire as long as there are people who seek to live with integrity and purpose. This is the ultimate power of a Stoic legacy, a life that remains a guiding light for those who follow, a presence that will forever remind humanity of the quiet, profound strength that lies in kindness, resilience, and unwavering commitment to one's values. It's a legacy that will live on in the hearts and minds of others, a source of strength and peace for generations to come, forever illuminating the path toward a life of meaning, honor, and compassion. As your legacy permeates deeper into the lives of those around you, it becomes an unseen yet undeniable presence, a guiding influence that endures through time, acting as a silent pillar of strength for anyone who seeks meaning, kindness, and resilience. Your life, shaped by values that reached beyond the surface, has become a reminder that true fulfillment lies in one's quiet dedication to integrity, compassion, and self-understanding. You're no longer a single life lived in a singular way. You have become part of an eternal source of inspiration that flows like a river through humanity's shared story. The beauty of this legacy is in its simplicity, in the way it effortlessly inspires without asking for recognition. For those who remember you, your life serves as a reminder of what is possible, a life lived not for fleeting gain, but for something timeless and far-reaching. The people who carry your memory do so not as a duty, but as a cherished bond, feeling honored to have known someone who embodied a rare form of authenticity and warmth. They become keepers of your legacy, passing on the lessons they learned from you with reverence, transforming your influence into a tradition that extends beyond any single generation. Your legacy, rooted in Stoic values, has transcended into something profoundly spiritual. It becomes a touchstone for people as they navigate their own journeys, an invisible hand on their shoulder that reassures them in times of doubt. When they feel overwhelmed or unsure, they think of the calm and patience you embodied, finding in it the courage to face their own challenges with grace. You become a spiritual mentor, not in doctrine, but in practice, showing others through your life that peace and resilience are not just ideals, but achievable states of being. You are a silent teacher, your example speaking to others even when they don't realize it, gently encouraging them to find the strength within themselves. In the way a tree's roots spread far beneath the earth, stabilizing everything around it, your legacy provides a foundation for others to build upon. Partners who knew you take your love with them into new relationships, building bonds that reflect the openness, trust, and support they experienced with you. They honor your memory by striving to offer the same respect and freedom you gave them, fostering connections that lift others up. Friends who shared your journey become pillars in their communities, guided by the loyalty and empathy they witnessed in you. They too leave a mark on those around them, creating friendships rooted in sincerity and mutual growth. The family you touched remembers your life as a cornerstone of who they are. The stories of your kindness, resilience, and grace become family heirlooms passed from generation to generation, shaping the character of children and grandchildren who learn to live by your example. They come to understand that they are part of something greater than themselves, connected to a legacy of strength and compassion that began with you. Your influence becomes a part of their identity, shaping how they treat others, how they face challenges, and how they approach their own lives with humility and purpose. Even beyond those who knew you directly, your legacy resonates. Strangers who hear of your story are moved by the integrity and depth with which you lived. They find inspiration in the idea of someone who chose kindness over convenience, resilience over resignation, and purpose over profit. Your life becomes a model for them, a reminder that there is beauty and power in simplicity, in living each day in alignment with one's truest values. Through your legacy, people are reminded that greatness does not require applause, but can be found in the quiet, enduring impact of a single life lived authentically. In this way, your influence becomes a part of the world's moral and spiritual inheritance, a quiet force that uplifts humanity itself. As your legacy moves through time, it touches hearts, opens minds, and inspires countless lives to choose depth over superficiality, to seek peace over turmoil, and to find strength within. It becomes a part of the timeless wisdom passed from generation to generation, a story of what it means to be fully human and fully present in a world that often values the opposite. You find peace in the knowledge that your life has become a gift that continues to give, a wellspring of goodness that nourishes others long after you are gone. Your journey has become part of a collective consciousness that encourages others to look inward, to cultivate kindness, and to build lives that are not just fulfilling, but transformative. This is the fulfillment of a Stoic life, a legacy that transcends the individual and becomes part of the human story. A legacy that will endure as long as people seek to live with integrity, compassion, and resilience. In the end, you realize that the power of a Stoic legacy lies in its quiet endurance, in the way it continues to inspire, support, and uplift without asking for recognition. You have become a part of something timeless, a gentle, guiding light that will forever illuminate the path for those who seek to live with honor, courage, and peace. Your life, lived in alignment with your highest values, has become a gift to humanity, a legacy that will forever enrich the world, reminding us all of the profound beauty in living with depth, kindness, and unwavering purpose. In the end, the journey of a life lived with Stoic purpose reveals that true influence lies not in fame or recognition, but in the quiet, lasting impact one has on others. Your legacy, rooted in integrity, kindness, and resilience, becomes a gift that endures, an invisible thread that connects people across generations, guiding them toward lives of meaning, courage, and compassion. It's a legacy that transforms lives, a presence that continues to uplift, inspire, and empower long after you're gone. This is the true power of Stoic attraction, a life that serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder of what it means to live authentically and with purpose. If this message resonates with you, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the timeless values of resilience, compassion, and inner peace. Join us in creating a world where lives like yours, lived with depth and integrity, leave a legacy that inspires countless others.